All right. We're live.
Oh.
It is the Put in the Book show.
How's that?
Season 2, episode 17, and that makes it perfectly aligns. And Facebook, you're gonna hear this twice, but it's perfectly Jacob DeGrom Day.
It is, and we're a crotchless trio today.
Crotchless
Trio.
Well, no, you definitely see mine now.
We've lessened the crotch availability.
We did by 66 and 2/3%.
No, look, 100%.
Boom,
boom. We do everything around here perfectly.
That's how we roll. Nope.
Pierline, Steven, welcome to the show.
Pierline.
Want to make sure I wasn't stepping on your toes when I said hello to anybody.
Here we go again. Here we go. We're starting already.
Precious. Hello, Pierline.
Oh.
How'd the interview go? My precious. I will answer your phone calls for you.
So it's the same guy, right?
Yeah. Inside joke. Sorry.
It's the red sweater guy.
He used to have more teeth.
It's the red sweater guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's scary.
Yeah.
I thought he was a Unibomber. The little attaché case he carried everywhere.
Pierline used to sit next to him, and I sat in such a way that I was able to make eye contact with Pierline. I would imitate him while Pierline used to have to compose herself while he was talking to her.
Did he smell really bad? Because he never took off that red sweater.
No, I don't think he smelled bad.
I never saw him without that red sweater.
I don't think he smelled bad at all.
No?
I think he's just quirky. But he was actually from anyway.
Imagination world?
No, I just don't want to get into a whole work conversation. So,
all right.
But we're doing work now. Sweater. We're doing work now, Keith. We're doing work now.
But that work offline.
This is the good work.
Offline, I'll give you all my thoughts
extreme funness.
All right.
I highly doubt it, Pierline. All right. For those of you on Face, what's happening? Oh, I didn't realize what that was.
What is he doing?
I was badging in.
For those of you on Facebook, you'll get to meet us twice. I'm Steve.
Okay.
Got Rodriguez here to my right.
Good evening.
Keith over here to my left. And we're going to do a show for you tonight, guys. Not that kind of show. We've covered that all up.
That doesn't work. Nope.
But
let's
we do the
for Mrs. Mama. I'm not going to say the last name. I'm just going to say Mrs. Mama.
So we have this is the pregame show. We're going to start recording in just a moment. As I get that set up and rocking and rolling, we begin to record, and thus begins the actual show where you can listen to us at any time if you can't watch. So you can go on Spreaker and all that goodness, iTunes, Crapbox, Castbox. Hey, there's a lot of light coming, all right? We're in a studio.
Good Lord.
Studio 5. We haven't said it since we named it.
That's right. Studio 5.
Wow. Studio 5. Cinco.
Studio 5. Oh, look at that for the captain. Studio 5.
Cinco. I should have worn my David Wright shirt, too.
You should have.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm half a captain today. Got a 5 here.
All right, let's get started.
My heart, Captain.
Video on Facebook Live and then YouTube later, and then where I said you can get us on audio right after that. So let us get started. And now,
start the show.
Put it in the box.
Wow, that's low.
What happened? Did you make us disappear?
No.
Noah Syndergaard has his third career complete game. A shutout where he did all of the heavy lifting.
Okay.
That sounds great.
Mound and at the plate. Noah let the hair blow on a Thursday afternoon, and he comes up.
You should really restart that.
Should I?
Yeah.
All right, hold on, everybody. Let's get that started going here.
Yeah, we had a Joey M here.
Fastball in there, strike three. Paul, put it in the box. Noah.
Thor is the player of the week. That's
Lost
what
the
that's
text,
what
we
that
went
is
to that.
all attempting to tell you. So
that what it is?
thanks MLB.
Our high-tech studio is not so high-tech at the moment, but we'll return to
No.
high-techness shortly.
It's low tech.
Scott, we're streaming in the group
What's up, Rudy? What's up, LaDonna?
in the Put in the Books show by
Madonna.
CineSportsTalk. That's where we were
Cardinals suck.
doing our
Feel
thing.
better.
All right. This is a weird introduction. Clearly the audio was All right. I'm Steve. Rodriguez here to my right.
Hello.
Keith over here to my left. This is he doesn't want to say anything. And then when he doesn't say anything, then he complains about not saying anything. This is the Put in the Book show, brought to you by CineSportsTalk, as well as 27-ounce baseball. We are live on Facebook.
Put in the book show.
We are recording for later on for iTunes, Castbox, Spreaker, all that good stuff, wherever you listen to your favorite shows and or podcasts. So
Wherever.
we're back this week. Last week we did a show on Thursday.
Clean this up.
Karma.
What's with the karma thing?
I don't know,
Is
but
that at you?
I don't know what it's about.
Can't be
But-
talking about the Mets. LaDonna.
Yeah, LaDonna. Noah Syndergaard was the player of the week
Very
from
nice.
last week. Complete
Very
game,
nice job.
3-hit shutout, and
Home run.
hit the home run in a 1-0
Very nice.
final. So
Thor.
he
Killed it,
was
Thor.
the
The God of Thunder on Thursday.
Thursday, and so that was
The
last time
only
we
pitches
did.
on Thursdays from now
Did we
on.
do the show on Thursday or we did it Wednesday? Yeah, that's a good strategy.
I like that strategy too. And if that's the way he's gonna pitch once a week, yeah, let's go for it.
4 times a month, 4 wins.
That's it. Do it. Can we do it? Can you get the job done?
I'll give a call
Give him
later.
a call.
Thank you. That's all I ask.
I'll call Brody up.
Call Brody up. We ended up splitting that series with the Reds, and then we headed on to Milwaukee where we thoroughly got whooped. 3 straight games where the offense
Skinned.
did absolutely nothing.
What offense?
Exactly.
Was there an
Pitching is kind of sort of back. But before we get started, it's crunch time.
Can you pin Scott's remark that we're gas bags?
Pinned.
Thanks. I want everybody to see that.
Is that what that does? I thought it
Yeah.
pinned it to the top. Okay.
No.
All right.
Maybe
No,
it
it
does.
disappeared.
Oh well. Anyway,
So what
Oh
do
no,
you-
it's there.
it's right there.
Yeah. Well,
Gas
I'm
bag.
sorry. LaDonna's upset because we should have won both series, the Reds and the Brewers, because her Cardinals are in the Central.
We should have. LaDonna. Thank you. That's a very good.
Without a
point.
doubt.
But we suck. I mean, we're mediocre.
playing footsie with the wires.
I won't say anything about that mediocre remark, sir.
What happened?
I won't say anything about it.
You should. You came up with it.
No, I was right, but
You came up with it.
just as I was right when I said Mike Piazza is the Mets' all-time catcher. I was right again last week.
Not a World
with
Series champ
mediocrity.
though. Wah, wah.
Before we
I'll
start,
take it a step further. I'll say you predicted it and cursed it upon us. Otherwise,
Oh.
we may have won some
So now he
games.
gets to blame. You see? There you go. It's your fault. We're mediocre.
It is.
See, that's how
Thanks.
that works.
this
Always
is
find
what it
somebody
is.
to blame.
There's no matter for either side. Now he can say that I jinxed it. If I did it, then he'd say, "Oh, see, I told you they're not mediocre." So it's a win-win for you.
Pretty much always is.
All right, with our water, apple
what are we
juice, we'll do a little cheers to Ronnie Darling.
Cheers.
This is vodka.
Good
in here.
health. Hawaii boy.
Diagnosed with thyroid cancer after that, having that mass removed. Seems as though they've caught it.
Thyroid cancer.
Seems as though they've caught it
That's
real early. So they think
That's
that he
great.
could be back announcing in about a month.
He actually
Really?
thinks, yeah, right. That's what I was about to say. He actually thinks he's going to be back in a month, which is amazing. So
Well, I mean, he's sitting there announcing. So if he can sit for 3 hours, he can do his job.
yeah, I mean, I guess when you hear cancer, it's only the worst thoughts.
Yeah,
Pop in your
maybe
mind,
it's the
so-
best thing to get out there and start working and doing
Keep
something to
yourself
keep
moving.
your mind.
He's young
out
enough
of it.
anyway.
Maureen, welcome. Tim, welcome to the show.
He's in his 50s, I think, right?
Keep doing it. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. Just
hold
gotta
on.
overlook it. It's like white noise Shh, in the background. Just don't worry
No,
about it.
I'm gonna go home and then I'll do it. I'll sign in and out. I'll have different accounts. So no, but he's like
Oh, man.
he's in his mid 50s, I think, right? So he's young enough. He'll recover. I mean, but it's
Hey Siri, how old is Ron Darling?
It's got to be like 59.
58.
58. Yeah.
Ronnie Darling, 58.
August 19th, 1960, from Honolulu.
What?
Educated himself at Yale University.
Yeah, he's a smarty pants.
So quite the knowledge head.
Very knowledgeable. Yeah.
Tim, we love you 3000 as well. And we can finally say it because finally.
What does that mean?
Listen,
What does that mean?
stop talking.
I don't know what that means.
There we go. What does it mean?
I haven't watched
Explain
it yet because I wanted to wait until I'm in front of a nice sized TV to watch the trailer that dropped today. Did you see it? Did you watch it?
Trailer for what?
Spider-Man:
Oh, the one where he's in
Far
Europe.
From Home.
What are you talking about?
Didn't it
Been
drop
trailers.
today?
No, the new trailer dropped today.
Oh, a new one.
Yes.
Oh, another one. Not
With-
the one with Nick Fury and
Mm,
the bus and
Because there's
Yeah, I
been
think
like
that's
3 or
been
4
out.
trailers already.
no. Today they had Endgame. There's a spoiler alert. Endgame spoiler alert for the Spider-Man trailer.
oh,
Okay. And how was it?
I just told you I didn't watch it yet
Why not?
because I wanted to wait for a nice sized TV.
was it good
Pop
though?
it up.
What the hell is? What is that? That would.
Well,
looking at right
I
there?
was setting up for the show.
right there.
Yeah.
How was the trailer? Was it good?
Well, I'll let you know when I watch it.
Yeah. So
You think
Thanks, guys.
you think I'm listening to you?
what?
You should.
Why?
For a change.
All right, for a change, maybe.
Jason
Welcome, Sean
Vargas. I got
Gifford.
breaking news. Breaking news.
Jason Vargas pulled a muscle in his buttocks.
Jason Vargas is going to the
Hammy.
injured list,
Hamstring.
and Justin Wilson is back.
Just in time.
I like it.
So that's addition through subtraction and addition through addition.
I mean, he can pitch 4 innings just like Vargas too.
Yeah.
Justin Wilson. Honestly, why
So,
not?
Segue.
Oh, we're gonna put Chris Flex in again.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks. Let me pitch.
So that's actually a good segue into our pitch we just got from Tampa. What's this guy's name?
Winston
Churchill?
Wilmer, same
Font.
thing.
Font.
Font,
Like
like
a
that, like a
typing
font.
Wilmer Font.
Wilmer Font.
Font.
Fun. Fontana.
Font.
Don't you wanna?
But I heard he can
That
be a
wasn't a good
starter.
commercial.
I heard he's kind of like a loogie. He can start. He can bullpen.
I thought he was a bullpen guy, not a starter. Not in
Somebody
that
said he
type of
can
innings.
start too. So,
His ERA is like 75.
well, that's good. So we got rid of one with somebody who has 55. We brought it back up to 75.
Jesus Christ. Come on, we gotta have something better than this, right? Honestly,
how long is Vargas on the DL for?
They
not long enough.
They indicate that both him and Matz will miss one start, and that they have 2 off days in between the 10 games, so they're probably only gonna have to use a fill-in spot starter once, and it's probably gonna be Oswalt
Oh, Jesus.
Tuesday,
Christ.
tomorrow, or interesting.
Why don't they start Tebow?
The Mets haven't announced a starter for tomorrow or Wednesday against the
Supposed to be
Padres.
Thor.
I saw
It's
that.
supposed to be, but it's not announced yet.
I saw
which is
that.
weird.
It is very weird.
So hopefully,
Oh, he pulled the lat muscle after the game, and he didn't tell anybody, right?
It's
That's
the
what
me-
it's gonna be.
It's a mediocre comment.
He pulled his groin.
my fault.
Why do you
Yeah.
look for doo doo in milk every
You got
single
it
week? Why?
I did. What did I say?
He's like
We'd be world champions
Half
by
empty.
now if it wasn't for him.
if it wasn't for his jinx,
It's a shame, dude.
dude. We gotta do
my
something about
God.
that head. Shiny the crap.
Too shiny.
Making me blind.
Too shiny.
A little bit. You know what? Let's not talk about that right now.
All right, that's fine.
No, Scott. Addition by addition is addition twice.
It's double edition.
Yes.
Double edition.
It was meant to sound that way. I don't need your corrections, but I appreciate the help, Scotty B.
We don't need your correction, Scott Peterson. Scott Peterson,
It
the
was
infamous.
supposed to sound funny. Ha ha.
Dude, he's got. I'm sorry to say this. I'm sure it's not a surprise, but his name is kind of creepy.
He's got a point.
All right.
I'm sorry. I got to delete my account. What account?
Scott, leave us alone.
Oh, you could do a
Don't
watch.
bully us, Scott. We heard about you.
Look, you could do a watch party as you're broadcasting live. What? That's edition by edition.
That's edition by edition. Scottrick Peterson. That's your new name, Scottrick.
Does that work if I do that?
Yeah, let's do it. Edition by edition.
Yeah, but what if I do that and our live broadcast goes away?
Don't do it.
That can't be.
I don't know. We've had bad luck. Don't do it.
And
Do it.
Did you do it?
I did it,
And
and it's working.
All right.
it really?
We've had bad luck. Don't do
We're going back in time or forward?
Back just a little bit, but that's pretty good. People are joining on here. Sean Gifford, welcome to the show.
I feel like the comments
He
aren't
got a
scrolling
double
anymore.
welcome because I
I feel like that too.
Uh-oh, it's Jem.
Jem has arrived. Scotty B.
Jem.
And the answer to that, Scott, is yes, you can have a subtraction by addition. It's kind of like having David Price because he's a part of your 40-man roster.
He's going for the
But
jugular.
he's always on
He's
the
gonna go for
IL.
the jugular.
David Price again.
David Price.
Yeah. Well, not again, but now he's got some elbow inflammation. He's
He's
out.
He's hurt. He's in
hurt.
my lineup.
Yay!
He's in my lineup.
You don't pay attention. This,
Right.
this
When
is,
did that happen?
This is why you're 3-2, going for 3-3, buddy.
Change the rules.
I lost. No, I
Yeah.
didn't lose. What are you doing?
Yes, you lost last week.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. We're talking about our fantasy league. You got to mute that because it's going to annoy me.
I'm turning it
You
off.
don't want me annoyed.
I lost.
Yes, you lost.
What's going on right
I
now?
don't know.
He's lying.
Who's got a ring, Scott?
Price.
Yeah.
I like Price.
Does he?
I'm just breaking your chops. And Bryce Harper.
Victor, welcome to the show.
Oh, it's my cousin Maxie. What's up, Maxie?
Tyrion Harper. Bryce Lannister.
You thinking that not scrolling because no?
So what are you doing?
All right, no, I was. Yeah, the comments weren't scrolling properly.
So there's a couple different issues going on with pitching, I guess, right? We got
Our pitching?
we got Vargas on
sucks.
the IL.
Yeah, it's two issues. It sucks.
Oh, that's a sum up. but
Vargas is out.
going a little bit
Thank
into the
God.
weeds.
Thank God.
So
I won, you jerk.
the first one is who are we
I
going to
lost
have?
yesterday.
You did lose yesterday.
Oh, in a different league. Okay, sorry about that.
What are we doing for a replacement of Vargas? If he's going to miss one start, we're not bringing Flex in there, right? We're going to pop Lugo in there.
Oswald. He said it
Oh,
already.
yeah.
Where were you last 10 minutes ago?
Victor wants us to do a chant to get rid of the Wilpons.
Victor is.
Oh, he
that's
hates
his-
the owners. He hates the
the
owners. My cousin
I'm
Max
not-
hates the owners.
I hear you, Max, and I feel your pain, but I'm not going to do that because they have been trying to do the right thing. I can't.
Wait. Now that you bring that up, now I'm thinking about it. They said somebody posted something talking about the Wilpons, saying that since 1980 they've been destroying us. They've been horrible for our team. The 86 Mets,
Who said
86 through 89. Somebody posted it on there saying how terrible the Wilpons are.
Oh.
And Max, he hates the Wilpons, but they've given us fairly decent teams and they've done their job. I mean, you can't have a winner all the time. I know we want one, but we
Late
can't.
90s, 2000, we're in the World Series.
Dude,
2015,
the
we're in
late
the World Series.
the late 80s, the late 90s,
So
the late
middle 2000s.
the middle 2000s.
2006. So they have given us a good team once a decade.
That's it.
That's all we can.
That's
ask for.
pretty good.
well,
That's pretty good if you look at a lot of other franchises.
but they've had a lot. They've made some stupid moves, but every franchise, every ownership's made stupid moves. But
You trying to lick him? What are
they
you
have-
doing?
they have a lot
At
of
this
bad
angle,
luck. A lot of bad luck. I mean, I've never seen such bad luck.
Sometimes I
You
think
cannot predict. You cannot. What are they like the Kennedys? Like they have like a family curse or something?
yeah, the American Royals, Kennedys.
Yeah, because you cannot predict some of the things that happen. It just. I mean, David Wright, Cespedes, like those kind of contracts.
No.
you
I
know,
mean,
but
they've they've tried. They've
They
tried.
have.
They've had bad luck. Sometimes I think they should not have listened to every general manager's wish. Some of them were pretty dumb. But at the same time, I think we've done a good job as far as ownership goes. I know everybody hates them, but the players have to perform at the end of the day, man. At the end of the day.
They've made some bad
That's pretty
moves,
good.
though. I mean, especially from a managerial standpoint, a team manager
See what
standpoint.
you did, Vic?
You changed the whole subject. It wasn't even a part of our agenda. But we forgive you because it's a good subject. So they have, I mean, as far as like managers are concerned, we took this clown from Oakland. They care about no player. I don't know about that. I think they have a pretty little good relationship going with David Wright.
He's angry. He's an angry Mets fan, aren't we all?
No.
Angry Mets fans can call us. Where can they call us, Farace?
That's brilliant what you just did there. They can call us at 718-577-1275.
Talk to Mr. Lawrence.
Talk to Keith about
Anything you want.
life
Pretty much anything.
I'm not an
Liberty
angry Met fan. I
and
think
the pursuit of
everything is-
happiness. Oh, we got another Keith. Keith Ferguson has joined.
Oh, good name.
Oh.
Keith, meet Keith. Keith, meet Keith.
It's addition
Keep
by
each other.
addition.
Uh-huh.
See that, Scott? How that
It
works.
works.
Wow.
Boom.
That's never gonna stop, right?
Nope.
Jem, what's up, Jem? Jem from MetsJunkies.com.
Dude, what's
Check him out.
Jem's introduction song? What's Jem's song?
MetsJunkies.com.
Jem gets a song,
Oh,
Jem,
we're gonna have to
Jem,
cue
Jem,
Jem. We got
Jem,
to Jem. Jem.
What did I just sing there?
I don't know. We're doing it too now. Why not?
What was the name? What's the name of the song? What's the name of the show that I just?
Watch out. No, that's not it.
I don't know.
Control.
Don't know what they're doing.
What are we doing? What's no? You got me singing another song. Do that again. Do that again.
Then what were we doing?
I have no idea.
What we were
We're
doing?
supposed
You
to
were
be talking
doing it.
Mets, but now we're going off something else. But that's what we
Oh,
do
God.
because we're good like that. So it makes the show fun.
Vic says he is a happy Mets fan. He just hates bad leadership.
Oh well, you can't do shit about it, Maxie. Suck it up.
Yes.
That's all I can tell you. They're not losing. They're not leaving that. They're not letting go of that team. They're keeping it forever.
So Vargas, who do you think is going to start that one start? Now we have two pitchers we have to a void
This
for.
is the third time. we're
Well,
gonna
no.
answer
See,
that,
you didn't
right?
listen to me. I said I said that
Dude, say it again.
I said that both pitchers are going to miss one start,
Mhm.
and because of the
And because of the off day.
because of the 2 off days, they'll
Uh-huh.
only have to
Here we go.
do that again.
Why you guys keep doing that?
They will only have to use one spot starter, which is Corey Oswalt.
Oh, it's definitely Corey Oswalt. I thought that was your hypothetical answer.
No, I saw it on a few different Twitters.
You thought it was,
But it was no official word.
hypothetical answer.
It's to be determined, but they said that would be the most likely thing because they just
I
brought
think they
him
should
up
bring
today.
Oswald up, put him in a back of the bullpen in case they need him, and let Lugo get the start.
No, Lugo's too valuable in cleanup.
He is. He's
Corey Oswald's going to come in and do 3 or 4 innings and get rocked, and Lugo's going to come in and finish the game.
Yeah. So this year,
Cheers!
in
Another start for you, Lugie.
this year in Syracuse, Oswalt, I want to say is 3-0 or has pitched in three games with a 3.04 ERA.
3.04 in the minors is garbage.
And in the majors this year, he has an ERA over 13.
70. I was going to say 75. I like that number today. Come on. If you're that guy in the minors, you got a 1.5 ERA, 1.7.
Thank you, Jem.
So come on.
I don't know. That's just my thought on it.
We don't care about you agreeing with Keith, Jem.
I would. Did you? First of all, I was
Just
going to say
kidding.
I would even like to see Giselman. But did you see he hit 99 on the radar?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God,
Dude, I love Lugo, man. I think he's great.
No, talk about Giselman.
Oh, Giselman was
Yeah.
throwing heat, yeah.
Oh my God, 99. So if you look at those two guys, one of those to me should start, and Oswald should be the fill-in the bullpen. Hopefully, we don't need to get to him.
I would not want to go to him for anything.
Anything, right? So
You're,
he'll be
running, you're running out of gas as you got to the.
I don't want to see him pitch.
So you're saying he's a gas bag?
You want to see who pitch?
Scott was right.
Who don't
You were
wanna
right,
see pitch?
Scotty. Apologies.
Oswald.
Apologies.
Yeah. Yeah. All
I
right.
wouldn't want Oswald. I don't want Oswald. I don't even want him in the
Maybe
minors.
you pin the
to be
comment.
honest.
It's doing that now. Maybe you should unpin it and it'll scroll
What's
better.
going on here?
What do you think?
Take the pin comment off.
I still think this is funny though.
I don't know how to.
Where it says unpin, if you click that, it'll unpin.
Bad management. Bad management. Everybody say bad management.
Yeah, Giselman. I mean, wow. So I don't know. I don't want to see Oswald start. That's the bottom line.
I would rather not. I would rather have our guys in there, but we don't. So gotta.
Such is life. Suck
but,
it up.
But you could bring him up
Buttercup.
for a roster spot for a long relief. He can take Giselman or Lugo's spot. One of those two can start to fill
But
the
what
role.
if Lugo's back on track now? What if that kind of throws him off? I don't know.
Suck it up,
Third
Buttercup.
base.
Yeah, you get paid a lot of money.
What if
Wow.
Lugo's tired and the only guy you can put in real quick is Corey Oswald? Do you want that option? I don't want that option.
So
I'd rather have Corey Oswald try to get through 3 innings and then bring Lugo in.
that's a good idea. And then Giselman, and then boom.
And then just sell him in and then boom. Or Azúcar.
That was loud.
Azúcar.
Why does it do that all the time?
Don't ask me those questions on
I feel
air.
like I'm hearing.
Every
remember
time an angel dies,
on 10-10 wins,
spreads
you
his
used to hear
wings.
that.
Thing.
Jem says Keith should be the new manager of the Mets.
I agree, 100%.
God forbid.
What? I think I would do much better. First of all, Frazier would not be starting every game. Frazier would be starting once or twice a week. J.D. Davis would get the bulk of the starts. Manager,
But he's terrible
number one.
defensively. You told us that before.
Okay. I didn't say he's terrible. I said he's a little bit of a liability at times because of his double pump and.
You just added a little bit of a.
But you also added terrible. So
You did.
yeah. So I took your
Even
escalated
Steven?
it and I.
Addition by
Yeah,
subtraction.
I did a little addition by subtraction, made an addition with an addition. So I think that if you, I think either way,
Dan Wood, welcome to the show.
his issues,
Dan Wood.
his issues or not, he gives us a better chance to win a game. J.D. Davis.
I think he's a better hitter right now. than
Luis
Frazier.
Milan, welcome to the show.
Why'd you just crack up with the guy's name? Dan, talk to Rodriguez.
What?
He
laughed too.
Okay. All right. So Victor is suggesting, we need a new face. Pitcher Corey Kluber. Kluber actually just broke his arm.
Let's trade for a guy with a broken arm.
It was a line drive to his arm.
He's
so
out for the whole year.
they
No,
haven't
Dan, don't
decided
go.
on when the
Don't
surgery's
go
gonna be.
nowhere, Dan. We're best with you, man.
No. Dan's gonna stick around.
Absolutely.
All right. Victor also says Lugo as your long relief, which we agree with. Go after King Felix. King Felix, I believe, has seen his finest
Seen
hours
better days.
get behind him.
Let's get somebody worse.
But I was watching just random clips of baseball because I'm a baseball
That's
nerd.
what you do?
That's what I do. And there was this hysterical moment between King Felix and Beltre, Adrian Beltre of
Okay.
then Rangers. So it was so it's 2 strikes, and he throws this nasty curveball, and he goes like that. I don't even know what he did, like a weird swing like this. He got out of the way and swung, and Beltre just looks at him like this, and Felix cracks up laughing, doubles over in laughter, and just says, "Get out of here!" Oh my god, it was a very very cool moment. But no, King Felix, we don't trade for that guy.
No. Marcus Stroman from the Blue Jays.
Dom.
Bumgarner for
Bumgarner.
yeah.
Oh no, you can't look at him.
Wait a second.
How can you do anything
Rodriguez
with the
has
guy?
some issues with Bumgarner, but I like it. You think
You can't look at him though.
You can't look at me.
How can you catch him?
But if he,
How can you talk to him?
But
Are you
if
gonna
he
talk to him like this?
but if
Hey,
he's a Met,
Madison.
we can look at him.
Madison, can you do me a favor? Can you just go on the mound right now, please? And if you look, it's gonna yell at you. Don't look at me.
Yeah, don't look at me.
Come on, we can't have him.
We,
Plus, he kicked our ass, and that kind of
Which is
still
good.
stings.
we
No, no, I don't want him.
I like where your head's at there, Dan. I like that a lot, actually.
All right,
we'll
Dan.
get that done.
Good job, Dan.
We'll get that done.
We'll throw a minor leaguer in. Done.
For a
Done
36-year-old pitcher, how old
Dom
is he now?
Smith,
Do you want me to ask?
Ask her.
Hey Siri, how old is Madison Bumgarner?
30.
According to my sources, Madison Bumgarner is 29 years old.
That's it. He looks like he's
What do you think?
65.
So,
I'll take it right now. I
our-
changed my mind.
Our stats brought to you by
I've been
Siri.
convinced.
Oh, done. Okay, yeah, Mike Minor. Well,
Mike
Mike Minor's
Minor.
another thing, but
His
I don't-
name.
I don't
His
think
name
you-
says where he's going to end up.
I don't think you
in the
give
minors.
up Frazier and Dom Smith for Mike
Mike
Minor. I
Minor.
know he's the ace of the Rangers, but it's the Rangers.
Well, we'd have to pay Frazier's contract too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to just. Frazier's
They're going to want
frustrating.
San Francisco's going to want picks though.
Frazier.
They
Yeah.
don't want old guys.
Yeah.
Frazier could be a huge asset to the team as a bench role player, not as a starter. If he was a bench role player, he would be huge to this team. A starter, he's not.
You know, the funny thing is, though, I can imagine all these teams knocking on the Mets' door, trying to get in like crazy, calling them on the phone, asking for Frazier.
Yep.
Right?
You think so?
Yeah, because it's that Curtis Granderson effect. It's the veteran who's been in important games.
That's why
and-
I think he'd be huge.
I was
but-
being facetious. I didn't really mean it.
No. I think so. A team like the Padres, if they were to be around, still in the hunt come trade deadline.
You mean they want
I
the
think they would
veteran
still-
like
yeah.
a Frazier?
So
Because
I-
Granderson was not doing anything for us. He wasn't.
No, I can see doing that for sure. It benefits us.
Yeah.
It benefits us, and it opens up the door for J.D. Davis if he. But he's got to play now, dude.
I just argued a point that he wasn't even making.
his listen. Here's the bottom line. Todd Frazier's role as a bench player, start twice a week, pinch hitter, would be so much better for this team than
So
a
much
starter
money.
every day.
My cousin Max says no. Frazier's got to go.
I don't think so. I think he. Come on, you have that kind of veteran leadership on the bench. I don't think so.
It's on the bench. It ain't doing you any good. What good is it
does
doing?
do- because
Do
you
you
got a
win a
guy.
game?
You got a guy that can hit a grand slam. That comes up as a pinch hitter.
Go get him, guys.
So
Gosh,
who
go
do you
G.
want to put in there? Broxton, who bats 150 and no home runs.
I don't want anybody in there. I want
Well,
the
you
guys
need
to
somebody.
produce.
You need
Well,
depth.
Frazier,
So
Frazier's
let's
getting
come on.
there. Frazier's getting down near 150.
Yeah, anyway,
Yeah. So
It's not a.
yep.
what's up,
I
William?
hope Lowry's on his way back real soon.
So Callaway's last year, Victor asks, is this Callaway's last year? I've been seeing a lot of that kind of stuff going on. Is he on the hot seat? I don't think so. I mean, you can argue that, I guess, but I don't think so.
You can, but I think it's still.
You can't argue it
too
for last
soon.
year though. Last year was not his fault.
Last year was not his fault, but I've the reason why I'm saying I don't think so is because right now the current situation is also not his fault. The pitching slumped. Now the pitching's catching on.
But
The
he's
hitting slumps.
he's a primo pitching coach. That's one of the reasons why he was brought out here, because the guy's
It's
supposedly
a
a pitching
long season. It was only
phenom.
It was
We
only
shouldn't
20
go
some
through
odd-
these things with this type of players that we have right now, and the manager and the pitching coach that we have,
Every
the
team goes
talented
through it.
coaching that we have. We should not be going through this.
Every team goes through it.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
A lot of teams that win championships don't go through this crap.
You got every.
These
team,
guys are always hurt. Matz is hurt now. Now Matz is hurt.
He's got a little.
DeGrom
soreness. He
missed
missed
the
one
week
start.
because he got sick. Thor just finally into his fifth game figured out how to pitch again.
Okay, so in another 10 games, if everybody's still on point, it's all
If they're on
forgotten- it's
point,
all
then
forgotten.
there's something. Then there's something. But if they're not, then it's just another blip in their little supposed huge careers. Only one that's really doing the job is DeGrom.
Yeah, and Matz.
That's the only one.
Matz has been doing the job since.
I'm
last
talking about
year.
last year, since last year to right now.
Matz did pretty
DeGrom's
good
the
last year.
only guy.
Matz did pretty good last year.
Yeah, Matz had that one start against Phillies where he gave up 8 runs, and his ERA is now back down to a respectable 3.86 after a lashing like that. And if you take that out, his ERA is down to 2.31. He's definitely taking a step over to the first base side of the pitching rubber.
Over to
But,
the injured list.
Also,
Okay.
one game.
what's up, Daniel?
But it's always something with His ears are gonna hurt. Something's gonna happen with Matz again. He's always gonna be hurt.
With that attitude.
He might be. Yeah, he has a terrible attitude.
You remember in 2017 and 2016 we named him Meowts.
Meowts. He deserved it, and he's gonna start to deserve it soon again.
So
Pitch a whole season, dude. A whole season. Was
Amy,
so great.
Amy, welcome to the show.
Hi, Amy.
Cousin, your cousin's not really happy with what you're talking about right now.
Yeah, I know.
He's not on your side.
He's not going to be on my side.
So
I'm specifically saying things for him not to be on my side.
But now we're talking about player performance and putting that on the manager. What about the manager's decision making? Bringing Asuka in a road game that's tied in the 8th inning. I mean, what are we?
These little things irritate me.
Yeah, he makes a little
things that keep me up at night.
So
along with an 18-inning game.
what else has he done? Like that, decision wise, that makes you lose sleep at night, in an 18-inning game.
That was a big one.
But he did it twice this year with Diaz.
Yeah,
you mean we brought him in early when we were winning by a lot? He brought him in, and they almost tied the game.
Tie games on the road, brought him in early once. Yeah.
So what? So what? Come in and pitch. Come in and get your outs.
Yeah, but if no, the bringing your closer in tie game on the road is very unconventional.
Okay,
it's an unconventional thing.
So
the other team gets last licks. If you score a run and the other team has last licks, you don't want to walk off. You want somebody like Diaz out there to shut him down.
We could have been up a run with Diaz coming in instead of your boy.
Who?
Chris Flexen.
Chris Flexen, who?
That's another
in the 18th inning. In the 18th inning.
Yeah.
We should have lost that game. We deserve to lose every game that we don't score at least 4 runs in. Come on, man. Give me a break.
In our last 22 games.
Now you're going to throw a stupid average at me.
Go ahead. The Mets are averaging less than 3 runs a game.
Wow. I like that average. I like that stat because it agrees with my point.
It does.
Thank you. I like that. Yeah, Max. So what? Jem's welcoming people. He's doing your job.
Yo,
Jem is being our part-time producer.
He would probably do a good job.
See, the same thing. Jem says I got Callaway's back, but that Diaz decision making was head scratcher.
Yeah, it was.
Rodriguez don't agree though.
I didn't say I don't agree. I said so. I didn't say I would not have brought him in the 8th inning.
And you see that so Echeverria was eventually actually supposed to start at shortstop on Sunday. Rodriguez is out of a lot of control there.
Hold on, let me do mine. Oh, I can't.
Yours doesn't work, does it?
I don't have any eyeglasses.
My wife has joined. My wife, Happy Nurses Week.
Happy Nurses Week.
No, it's Teachers Week.
It better be Nurses Week too, because I got made to feel really bad today. Twice.
Google said it's Teachers Week.
It's Teachers Week.
Hey Siri, when is Nurses Week?
Okay, I found this on the web.
Nope.
When is Nurses Week?
Nurses Week 2019.
December.
May 6th through the 12th.
Is it 8 to 6?
Tis Nurses Week.
It's Teachers Week too, though.
Oh, look at that. And nurses.
Thank you for saving us and for teaching us.
No real Mets fan can honestly say you are really.
Callaway,
this looks like a Keith text.
Oh, God. He's ranting.
In baseball, for what I would have wanted back, he's definitely using voice to text. It would be
Keith.
I would have wanted Backman.
Yeah, he loved Backman.
It would have been.
He wanted a drunk
Mets.
cursor.
At least I could laugh and enjoy the show.
I would have liked Backman too, but I mean, listen, I don't think.
Dude, I hung out with Backman. I know Backman. I hung out with Backman. He would have destroyed. He was a cranky, drunk little man.
Yeah, that's why I liked him.
No.
He was great.
Yeah.
He was a cranky,
He would
drunk
be
little
the
man.
best.
He did a good job in AAA. 51.
Because they're all scared of him in AAA.
It's true.
In the majors, it's a little different story.
It's true.
Yeah, and then he went out to Arizona. He almost got the job out there to manage the team, and then what was it, like a DWI, and he got into a fight or something.
So you can look up clips of him on the internet, just fighting and yelling with people.
My wife says I need one gift per day.
Oh, really?
And Dan Wood is right.
No, Dan, you're wrong.
Yep, Siri is a special needs AI.
AI.
Well, for a special needs AI for special needs
What
guy.
what would have happened
if Siri was named Gary?
That's exactly where I was headed with that. That'd be a cool
What
name.
if it was a dude named Gary?
Yeah.
What if it was, huh, Keith? What do you think?
So you think it's a good idea?
I do.
You do. George has joined us.
We'll
Big-
have a
Big
taping
Georgie.
next week of Gary answering questions.
G-Mo. What's up, buddy?
Bring in Backman. Jem, thank you for doing that. Backman and Viola pitching coach. Now that's interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
Viola did
That's
his
going to be a
health
lot of
regions.
fighting.
Yeah.
Regions.
Huh?
Regions?
His health reasons.
Hmm.
Regions.
Can't
The
wait to watch
Regency
that.
exam.
The Regency exam. Wow.
I said Viola, due to health reasons.
Yes, you are correct, sir.
is no longer coaching.
Thank Jem. You're doing a gem of a job. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Jem.
Thank you. As Brendan joins us as well. So
Look
Let-
at Jim.
let's talk a little bit about the
What up, G?
What's up,
we
George?
talked about Matz a little bit, a couple injury things going on. Matz should be just the one game, as well as Mr. Vargas, just the one game.
Oh, good
But outside of that, the starting pitching seems as though it's coming back together.
turning around, yeah. It really is.
From DeGrom to Thor to Wheeler, now it's let's make it a second start in a row, and then build the momentum on that.
Should I not talk nice about our current pitcher so that good stuff happens? Or should
Yes.
Okay.
He
All
says
right.
you jinxed him.
I jinxed him. How did I
didn't say
jinx
that.
him?
No, it's you who jinxed us.
You jinxed us.
What?
You jinxed us.
Whose side are you on?
Mine.
Your mediocre crap.
What's up with that? Oh boy.
Rodriguez, need heart. Mets lost their heart. You got to stir at the pot.
They're all zombies. They
Thanks.
have no heart.
Thanks, George. George
White
says
walkers.
we're looking good. Matt should be traded.
The whole team.
Matt's. No,
Matt.
Oh,
Matt's.
Matz. Oh my god. Yeah, he hates everybody.
What?
I'm telling you.
Vic? He said he's coming down to Florida, and if we do guest spots.
He'll
I mean-
be here next week.
Oh, look at that.
He'll be here next week.
Might have a full house.
We
So-
might actually. I don't know if I want him here. He's like a bull in a china shop. I think this place might just fall over.
He's worse than Keith?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
I'm not bad.
Keith is very agile.
If they have another bad week, get rid of Mickey, says George.
Do you think so, George? That quick, man? I that's the only thing I think. I think
man, that's crazy.
tanking a manager, shipping him out in the middle of a season, even if it's this early, can potentially turn the team into a. Well, it might kick him in the butt too. But I think
Which opinion is it going to be?
I think the ramification is.
Does it destroy them or kicks them in the butt?
I've seen both happen, but my opinion is it'll kick him in the butt. But I have seen
Subtraction
both.
by multiplication.
In addition, you're right again, Scott.
Yeah, I think it'll send this team into
I like
a
that thought,
spiral.
Jen. Getting rid of Mickey.
Yeah, I think. I mean,
I think they like him. He's a
I
young
think so,
guy.
too,
He's
yeah.
hip. He's into the new players. He understands what they want, how they are. I mean, you're gonna bring in Terry again? Bring in that old dude, that 95-year-old manager.
well, remember who he has.
Have some a little
bring
respect
Lasorda.
for Terry
We got Riggleman.
Collins.
We got
No,
Riggleman
he can't do it.
right behind
He's
Callaway.
70.
Riggleman's waiting to take the helm.
Well, Jack McKeon came back at 117 years old and managed the Marlins.
Yeah. And
I don't know how they did.
okay, they did terrible. He smoked a cigar and he got fired halfway through the season. It's the best thing he could have done.
All right. Hey, Keithy, why don't you tell us who we're brought to you by?
We are brought to you by
Sexy voice.
Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters. This segment is brought to you by Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters, from their roastery to your front door. Only the finest of beans from all over the world. So enjoy a big cup of Drunken Pig. And don't worry, no animals were harmed in the making of this non-alcoholic treat. Our dark chocolate is guilt-free. And how many calories? 0 calories.
Do it.
But it's full of rich chocolate flavor. They also have chicken and waffles. You heard right. Chicken and waffles.
Chicken.
We need to record this and just hit play.
Chicken.
This is vegan friendly.
What do you mean? You don't enjoy reading it live?
I do sometimes I don't. It's just a bit much.
Spice it up, man. Wear some burro or something.
I always spice
With
it
some
up.
earrings.
I just don't feel like spicing it up now.
You don't feel
you know what I
spicy
will
today?
spice it up though with? Chicken and waffles. You know what chicken and waffles is? It's a flavor of Brooklyn Water
Ooh.
coffee roasters.
Ooh, and were there any actual chickens harmed?
No chickens were harmed, and it's also vegan friendly. How many calories are in it? I forgot.
Zero.
That's right.
Oh my god.
There's also what we call my buddy over here, jacked up cupcake. It's an
Especially after a
line
few
of
of these.
high energy coffee, and this one is called jacked up cupcake. This
Yep.
delicious vanilla flavored coffee contains 50% more caffeine per cup and no calories. How many calories?
0.
This and much, much more is available and roasted to order at brooklynwatercoffeeroasters.com. Guaranteed to be shipped within 24 hours of its roast date. And if you act now and you do capital PETE, also capital 2 and 0.
Capital 2 and 0.
It's Farace's joke. I like to steal it. If you use promo code
Stole my
Pete20,
joke.
you can buy 2. You'll
Thief.
get 1 free.
Pijo, sucio.
Yep.
Buy 2.
Dark
get 1
roast,
free.
dark chocolate.
20.
If you're a fan
Capital
of chocolate at
P20.
all, dark roast, dark chocolate, hands down the best.
Winter Wonderland's the jam.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in November, okay?
All right. Delicious. Yeah.
Delicioso. Okay. Don't
George.
forget Pete 20 capital letters. Buy 2 get 1 free.
Capital numbers too.
Capital numbers.
Put it in the chat. P20.
Put it in the books.
Put it in the books chat.
Put it in the chat books.
Put it in the chat books.
All right. Let's get to so we are brought to you by CineSportsTalk as well as 27-ounce baseball. You can find on the CineSportsTalk radio network. Right now, you can find us, these 3 very grand-looking fellas.
Grand, I dare say.
You can find the Nobodies. Their latest episode, they are talking about Endgame. They had a non-spoiler review, so you can, if you still haven't seen it, you can go over there. And if you have seen it, go ahead and take a listen. You'll like what you hear. Along those lines, with Gia and Layla. Boom, I got that right.
Oh, you finally got the girls right.
Jeez. Their season finale for Along Those Lines came up last week, and that was Field of Dreams.
Great movie.
So they got that going on there. And then, of course, another Facebook Live show that we do on the network is Kiva Catches Up, and that is Kiva from Down Under. She hasn't seen very many movies in her life, all the comic book stuff that she's seen.
Oh, okay.
But all the classics, like Godfather and Back to the Future and all that stuff. So some of them she's seen bits and pieces, some of them nothing at all. So in the CineSportsTalk Facebook group, they'll throw up a poll and they'll put a whole bunch of different movies on there, and you'll vote to see what she watches and what they do the show on. That's with Kiva and Scott. And if you go, there's a poll right now for this week's watch, and it looks like it's going to be one of these 3, either The Godfather, Rocky, or The Usual Suspects, and she has seen none of those.
Wow. She hasn't seen Rocky?
Yeah.
Where what the hell is she living in? Australia?
Oh, was that the poll? Yeah, I saw the poll. I picked all 3 just to annoy you.
You did,
Yeah.
because you saw my response.
I was going to pick.
Keith trolls the Facebook to see what I don't like, and he does the opposite. It's what happens.
It's a good friend. That's what good friends do.
I was so for the record, my pick was Godfather, but I saw that picking all 3 annoyed Farace, so of course.
What did
I
he
picked
pick?
all
Some
3.
millennial movie?
No, it was.
I
I think
picked
it was.
Godfather.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think it was Godfather, Rocky, and what was the third one you just said? For the
Usual
option?
Suspects.
Usual Suspects. All good movies, but
Usual
I-
Suspect sounds like you, Farace.
that's a great
That is
movie.
me. And then if you head over to
Head on
the
over.
27-ounce baseball part of the business, got a brand
Being
new
Frank.
Being Frank.
Nice.
Welcome back,
Being Frank's back.
Frankie's
Big
back.
man.
You can see us again. You can watch us.
Listen to
you
us.
Can listen to us. Thank you, Keith.
You're
Listen.
welcome.
You can also Jays from the Couch. That's a Blue Jays show. And then Cardinals Bird Road show hasn't
What is
been
that, a
on in
baseball team?
about a month.
Blue Jays, Cardinals, are those baseball
Those are
teams?
baseball teams.
They're birds.
They're also birds. So LaDonna should be back. I hope. We hope.
Yeah.
soon. All right. So we talked about on the other side. We talked about the pitching and how that's back. Now let's get to the other side of the diamond and talk about where has all the hitting gone. That makes Keith go.
So George just said, must win a series. The series with the Padres or heads will roll, or heads must roll.
Let's fire people in 1 month
we
into the
agree.
season.
I think Victor,
Really?
Captain Wright as a manager may happen one day, but maybe that's a little bit too much fandom right there. That's
in a few years, though. That's gonna happen.
Maybe if
David
he
Wright's
wants it.
gonna manage this
I
team.
think it's a little too early, but
He's gonna let his little girls grow to like 10, 12, 13 years old. He's gonna get sick of them. He's going, I need to get the heck out of this house and go manage the team.
But yeah, I think the
Dan Wood doesn't trust women. What's that say?
wait, what? I don't
trust a woman who has not basked in the glory of Rocky.
So it seems like,
Nice.
back to your
A little creepy.
lead in on the hitting, it seems like we are in a collective slump, a la 2018.
Thank you, Todd Frazier, for coming back and putting us in a slump. How
You
about
know,
that? Why don't
listen.
you just say the truth, Keith?
So Stephen H
Ah,
stands for Horace Farace. Stephen Horace Farace
Forrest.
has made a brilliant observation. Since Frazier has come back,
Horatio.
we have sucked
sucked it.
hitting wise anyway. Coincidence or not?
I think it is a bit of a coincidence. I don't think with the rut that this lineup has gone into, JD Davis isn't going to turn the whole thing around. So, especially his defense.
Doo-doo in milk.
I was laughing at
Doo-doo
George.
in milk.
George said, "Get rid of Frazier and Broxton, quick!"
Wow.
What, doo-doo and milk?
Huh?
Me?
Yes, you.
All I said was that JD Davis couldn't have turned the whole lineup around.
Why not?
The whole
He's basically won a couple of games for us, hasn't he?
Yeah, I
No.
think him in the lineup makes it.
it makes it better, a better lineup.
the
But
lineup
I'm
does
just
flow
saying
better,
with
but
So he could turn the lineup around then if it makes it a better lineup than with Frazier.
if you take Nimmo out also, who's 0 for his last 23,
yeah. So
Okay, take him out.
set him down.
No, just take him out.
Bet 180.
9 Juan time.
Set him down.
I would honestly put him there.
okay, Lagares is
No, I would
right now.
honestly-
Lagares is playing way better than Nimmo.
So you send Nimmo down.
For
Let
a
him
little,
stay in the minors.
I don't have a
He's
problem
an
with that
hour
for
away.
for a little touch up. Go down there,
Touch up, but he's gonna get a little fade.
get
What's
a
gonna
little
happen?
fade, his eyebrows plucked,
He's gonna get his head
a
done.
little manscaping.
Little manscaping.
Yeah. I mean, like
Oh my
he'll
God.
face some.
Did you
less-
see what he just did to you?
No.
He snored at you like you did to him last week. He's trying to get you back. These girls had the biggest fight last week.
I think that if he goes down, he faces pitching AAA pitching. It may wake his bat up. It'll give him a little confidence to come up and play a little better.
What about the whole team not being able to field? According to Lou?
Lou, I think it feels like the whole team because it's Rosario
Yeah.
making
A lot.
every day an error.
Well-
And in the 18 inning game, it's like 2 games, so you had to make 2 errors.
Yeah, Nimmo was sucking it up, George. But the problem is, right, Rosario, you're a shortstop. You're going to get most of the chances, and when your shortstop throws a whole bunch of, and
1 year, Richard.
yeah, listen, Rosario. But let's look at the other side of Rosario. He's batting 280 now, just about.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He
278.
hasn't let the
So-
fielding issues.
There's no way you give up. Give up. That's like a thing I have to do that.
Focus.
It's,
Focus. Finish the
there's
thought.
no way you give up on the kid. You don't give up on the kid, but he needs to pull back, and they need to give him some fundies training. They put a little extra time on the glove. Look what Pete Alonso did.
He
Everybody.
don't need fundies training. He knows all the fundies. What he needs to do is slow his brain down. Okay, he's moving too quick. He's got to slow the game down.
He's thinking to the next step.
He's thinking to the next 4 steps, it seems like, because he's grabbing the ball and he's already making throws and he's looking a different way. So he's not looking the ball into the glove. He's doing basic mistakes.
He's a kid, yeah.
David, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, he's going to get better.
I want you to take a deep breath before you read your cousin's last comment.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, so he's high. He's got to be.
So
Lou, yes, Broxton. He's supposed to be out there for his defense.
But
Great
where
point.
But where Rosario's showing some maturity is he's not carrying that problem in the field to the plate. He's maturing hitting wise. I mean, he's getting better and better. He's not.
They're all going to go through slumps, hitting slumps and defensive slumps, especially a shortstop. It's going to be more prominent. If an outfielder misses 1 or 2,
well,
then it's not that big a deal. But a shortstop gets about 5 or 6 plays every game at least.
I like his fielding slump to Chris Davis's no-hit streak to start the year.
Jesus Christ!
It was terrible. He like
Dude,
7
Chris
errors
Davis
and
batted less than 200 for
a
several years.
A shortstop with like 7 errors in 6 games is a lot. It's
so
bad.
now if he goes not through the next 30 games without an error,
he'll somewhat make up for it. Yeah.
Someone make up for it. Do you even understand how hard it is to play that game?
I do.
Then you understand people are going to make errors.
Okay, but I understand this is the major leagues.
If he makes one every single day for the next 2 weeks, he needs to sit down or go to the minors for sure. I agree with you 100%.
So then what are you arguing
But
for?
a few errors right now, you don't do any. You just let him play.
I think I think the field and coach needs to work with him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they are, but you know,
I like debating the same thing over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're saying send him to the minors if he keeps doing this. I don't think we should send him to the minors.
Cut him. DFA him.
Oh, well, that's what he said about Thor today too, and DeGrom.
That's what I think should happen to DeGrom. That douche. You better pitch right, or we're gonna cut him. Cut him.
Nope.
What is that though?
I don't know. It's annoying.
It's a doorbell, right?
No, I think it's my notifications on Facebook.
And they ding
They ding because
You're gonna have to.
they come through the computer.
You have to shut that off if you don't want me to go.
George Baez, Wandy, welcome.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, little gas. Sorry, guys.
George Baez, Wandy. Oh, Wandy. How do you call her Wandy, right?
Wandy.
Yeah, Jem. All right.
Did you call her Wandy at work?
No, I don't talk to your wife. I'm scared.
I'm scared.
I'm scared of you.
I'm not gonna bother nobody.
So yeah, I think that Rosario.
What are we? Are we talking about Rosario still?
I just mess with you. Anyway, but to your point, what Lou was saying with the fielding, I think it's magnified because it's at the shortstop position. But generally speaking, I think our defense has been pretty good the last couple of weeks. We had a little issue at catcher. Ramos to make a little slumpy
Corny?
stuff.
Where's our stat guy? If we had our stat guy, he could probably tell us how bad we are defensively in the league, where we rank.
And opposite Ordonez, Victor is mad, bro.
He's upset today.
Damn, Vic.
What did he say?
He said he's an opposite Ordonez.
So an opposite of
Can't field,
really?
but can hit.
But you remember Ordonez?
I'll take that.
Yeah, Ordonez at one point his glove got a little weird too towards the end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just weird all
He
around.
started getting yips. And
Not a good player.
No, but anyway.
But the very first one of the first chances that he got was that throw home against the Cardinals at Shea Stadium in '97ish, where he got the cutoff
On
in
his
the outfield
knees
from
in the
Gilkey,
outfield.
threw it from his knees, threw Ray Langford out at the plate.
I seen him dive behind the pitcher for a ball, barehanded in the air before he landed, and throw it home to get the runner out. Ordonez was amazing.
No, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and then he just kind of went into this. His bat just his terrible bat just really spoke too loud after a while. Just
Lou, are you trying to say that we're not going to score a lot of runs against the Padres? And
He said it.
he did say it.
He said it.
And
he's right.
I'm going to do my best.
you remember that, George?
You know who's pitching tonight for the Padres? He's got a 1.5 something ERA.
Yeah,
He's like their ace.
Are you giving up for tonight?
Huh?
Giving up?
I'm gonna watch.
And you know who's
But-
pitching for the
No,
Padres
no.
in Game 2 is a rookie who's going to be making his second major league start. We're going to lose the game.
We're gonna lose. Oh, definitely.
The rookie's just
He's gonna shut us out. 8
Rookies
innings,
do
a
that.
shutout ball, 3 hits. Oh boy.
So I know how to fix the Mets lineup.
ooh, a fixer.
You want to hear it?
No.
Okay.
I think the world wants to hear
But
it.
the
Keith.
world wants to hear it.
not him.
All of
He
Facebook
He doesn't
wants to
deserve
hear
it, so shut off his ear things. He can't hear it. And you tell the world.
Isn't that funny that
Tell the world.
Victor mentions Kevin Elster, and I sent you guys a video the other day of Kevin Elster hit 3 home runs.
Yeah, for the Dodgers.
For the Dodgers.
and
Yeah.
Todd Hundley welcome.
Todd
him to the
Hundley.
plate.
The second home run. He said,
Ooh,
"High five
speaking
with
of Todd
Hundley."
Hundley,
Oh, look at that.
before we tell you how to fix the lineup, why don't we do our play of the week?
Is that a potential spoiler?
It could be.
The New York Mets moment of the week. I have a feeling it has something to do with Todd Hundley,
It does.
You gotta feel
who's my mom's probably least favorite Mets player ever.
Who?
And that's
And Todd
including.
Hundley, and the play
Let's
is
say
not
Brady.
about his bat. Check it out.
Did he send me to the clip again?
again.
I did.
Again.
Shut up and play the clip.
Shut up. You need to play
Let's
this
go
clip.
to the videotape.
They got him. They got Husky in the rundown. And they run him back. Now they're going to home to get Todd Hundley, and he's safe. This will go as a double steal. First of all, the pickoff by Andy Pettit. You can see Tito Martinez looking across the diamond at Hundley. The same for Jeter. He checks the runner at third while he's running Husky back. Hundley is broken for the plate. The throw seems to be a little bit to the first base side of home plate, and Hundley's able to sneak in the back door. Well, no, the throw is right there, but he's still able to get in before the tag of Girardi.
The second time, Kenny, in 2 days, the Yankees have failed to execute a rundown play by making that throw too quickly. Derek Jeter's got to run him back about another step or two. And then they've got Husky, but they wait just a little too long to get the ball toward home plate. And a nice slide by Todd Hundley and the proper call by Tim Cheetah.
So I wanted to, because of the Hundley
Todrick.
thing that you sent us, I was like, I was going to play Hundley's
Got two
41st
girls.
home run. What was it? 97, 96.
Let's go, Mets, Victor.
I was looking for that, and then all of a sudden it came up: Subway Series, Pettit, pickoff attempt, Hundley steals home. Like, oh no, that's the play of the week. Hundley steals home. Come on.
So I in getting that, I searched it, and then the one underneath, I started watching all these Todd Hundley clips. 'Cause
Yeah.
today,
Go
That's
Mets,
what I-
the Grand Slam against the Rockies
Yep.
was on there. The 41st home run, all that good stuff. But he often swung at 58-foot curveballs.
Todd Hundley?
Yeah. And
One-handed.
he swung very Bartolo-esque when he
He had
swung
that-
at those curveballs.
Remember, he had that super open stance
Yes.
as a lefty,
Yeah,
but
the
super
lefty.
closed as a righty.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when he would swing,
Yeah.
you would swear his helmet would come flying off at those stupid curveballs.
That's why you hit
5 feet off the plate.
41 home run.
Yeah. Anyway,
41 home run.
Todrick.
Todrick.
Hit 41 home run.
Todrick Hundley. And then he left.
That's what he said.
Who else did he play for? He played for the Dodgers and the Cubs.
Yeah.
His dad's old team, right?
Cubs
Yeah.
was his dad's old team. Then he played a little bit with the Dodgers.
Didn't we lie to him about playing time? No. Steve Phillips told him that we were not getting Mike Piazza.
Yeah.
Oh, then we got my
And then we got Mike Piazza.
Well, I mean, I think
They should have just moved on with him first.
I don't think we'll get too much into that, but I honestly
Could
have to
play
say
outfield.
I think Mike and the Mad Dog helped put a little pressure on the Mets management through their fan base to get Piazza.
I
'Cause,
think so, too.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know he's talking craziness, right?
Hundley
he's
was a
just
good
talking
catcher.
crazy.
Liked him better than Pizza Head.
Yeah,
I hope
mean,
you're joking.
well, the best catchers in Mets history in order: Gary Carter,
Gary Carter.
uh,
Gary Carter.
Barry Lyons, Ed Hearn,
Mackie Sasser.
Mackie Sasser.
Duffy Dyer.
Then, of course, you got Todd Hundley, and pulling it up in number 6 out of the top 5 is Mike Piazza.
Top. He's out of the top 5.
It is.
I think.
Yeah. I mean,
you know,
you can't put him ahead of like Barry Lyons.
Barry Lyons. Barry Lyons was bald-headed when he was 25. He had
Yeah.
a big crown like a fried tuck. Jet black hair.
Charlie
bald-headed.
O'Brien.
Charlie. Oh, you can't forget Charlie O.
Oh,
Charlie
yeah.
O.
Mr. Curl.
Yep.
Yeah, he
That's
looked. He
All right.
looked like a little girl.
All right. So
He's
maybe
He's a Philadelphia.
Hey, Jem, maybe you can do cover Todd Hundley this week on MetsJunkies.com for your Throwback Thursday. Maybe Keith just gave you an idea. All right, now, speaking of ideas,
Or maybe he didn't.
Keith is going to tell
Gary
us...
Carter's favorite
Stop
Met.
Keith is
Gary
going to
Carter.
tell us how to fix the Mets.
Fix him.
So
Neuter.
first thing you're going to do is, we
Dirty
already alluded to that. Frazier's going to ride the bench. J.D. Davis gets the majority, starts at third. Cano gets rests twice a week or once a week,
Twice a
depending
week.
on off days. You got to admit it. You're an old dude. You need rest. So Cano gets the bench.
He's not listening to you.
He is. What do you mean he's not listening to me? You mean the Mets don't watch us?
He's not listening to you.
He is listening to
We're
me.
part of Mets.com.
The
They should
game,
know
the game
this already.
starts in an hour and 20 minutes. They're
He is
watching us
listening to
as
me.
the pregame show.
Right. We are the pregame
Exactly. So you're listening, punk. Sit your ass down for a couple games a week because you're old and tired. And send
No, he's
Nimmo
gonna
down to the
threaten him.
minors. Yeah. Send Nimmo down to the minors so you can wake your bat up.
show. Send Nimmo down to the minors.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Or you can just do the Joe.
So
Bush
what do
treatment.
you do then? Who plays the outfield?
You bring somebody up. I don't know who's up there, but right now for me the starters in the outfield would be Lagares, Conforto.
Problem, solution. Two things. You just got the problem. Give me a solution. Who you bring up?
Oh, I don't know.
Rajay
who to bring up.
Davis?
I'd have to look. You
Maybe
can bring
Rajay
Rajay
Davis?
up. He's doing okay
Maybe
down there.
Carlos Gomez.
Or maybe we don't need to bring anybody up.
I think we should bring up Carlos Gomez for the next Philly series. So I could punch somebody in the mouth.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
We could do that
I
too,
think that's
yeah.
a great idea. Bring him up.
Do it.
But
He's ready to go.
But Nimmo needs to take a little reprieve and get himself back together. He's not doing well. He's not even not doing well. He's doing miserable.
Victor says, if you fix the Mets, you got my vote for a new owner.
I've been made manager and owner tonight.
Wow.
Can't wait to see how that works
Lots of crazy people out in the world out
What?
there. Tonight must be a full moon.
Or maybe you're crazy.
Maybe I'm crazy and you're not.
Mm-hmm.
I think not.
out.
Addition through
He
addition.
does still get on base. His on base is still hovering around 350. So you're right, Lou. And instead of in spite of his 0 for his last 23, is still get on base at.
Oh, for his
350.
last 23. That's insane.
It's really bad. Yeah, it's really bad.
And he's taking all these called strikes that seem to be right down the middle, like swing.
So it means he doesn't know what's coming.
He's been watching
He
too
has
much
no
of that guy
idea.
that we're never going to talk about on the show again.
Who, Bobby Bonilla?
No, the guy who doesn't swing.
Don't ever say his name again.
He hath not swing.
Do not talk about
Senor
Heath,
Quince.
who shall not be named.
I call him Senor Quince.
Christopher Mays, welcome to the show.
Yeah, so I think that
Hey, doing, Christopher?
is the fix right there.
So you fixed it.
I fixed it.
So and
You're not gonna do anything for the pitching.
No, this
Fine.
is the lineup. He's fixing the
Oh,
lineup.
you're fixing the lineup.
So who bats where now?
So what happens with Lowry?
Well, Lowry's going to come back, hopefully, right? He's been
Very
playing
soon.
rehab games.
I think soon.
So he can either take that roster spot or until he comes back, you can put
Take
you
Nimmo's
can bring
roster
up-
spot.
right, or until he comes back, you can bring somebody up for the bullpen and give us an extra pitcher right now because we're getting tired out there the way we've been pitching these last couple weeks until we get back to New York, and then because they're playing pick and pull from the minors, which is good. I like that, but we can continue to do that. Add another arm until that roster spot is filled. But you could put for the lineup would be lead off. I like McNeil leading off. I don't like Alonso batting second. I'd rather put somebody like a J.D. Davis or Cano.
I think Cano should be batting second.
or Cano at second.
I think Cano should be batting second.
And then I think batting third should be not Cano. It should be Conforto. And I think batting fourth should be Alonso. 4 people right there.
Throw the
That's-
rookie right in there. Back cleanup. Lead the team.
Why not? Why not?
Why not? Nowadays, they say the second place hitter is the best player
best
on the
hitter.
team, right?
So they
So
say,
they're already saying he's the best player. Just put him clean up.
And then
Then
who's
after him,
J.D. Davis,
then after him,
Ramos,
then after him,
Rosario.
then after him.
I guess that leaves one more outfielder. So I would have to say Lagares, and then
A pitcher
yeah,
who's probably a better hitter than our last
Lagares.
outfielder.
yeah.
Lagares is heating up. He hit a home run.
Lagares is
Heating
doing.
up.
Lagares is doing
Heating
better
up.
than I thought right now.
What's he batting?
Don't know.
229.
Hey, Sirius, what is Juan Lagares' batting average?
Easy.
Juan Lagares has a batting average of .213 this season in the MLB.
Whoa, he's high.
Whoa,
With an OPS, okay, well, hold on. Sit down for this OPS.
420.
Sit down, 638.
Whoa.
Why did you
638?
choose 420?
Why?
No reason.
Just curious.
Just probably into your head.
Just a random number.
Everyone says 420. Everyone
Everybody.
in Colorado.
Yeah. So. Yeah. See, Lewis said the same thing. Conforto third. It makes so much more sense. Conforto third and put the kid clean up. I mean, I don't understand why Conforto's batting cleanup. He can be a cleanup hitter. I mean, he produces, but to me, your run producer on the team is Alonso.
Well, they have Cano behind Alonso to protect them, to make people try to pitch to Alonso. So that's why Alonso's getting a lot of fairly good pitches to hit, because Cano's right behind him. They don't really want to pitch to Cano. If you put him fourth, who's going to be behind them? Ramos. I think they'll pitch around him a little bit
I
more.
had Davis.
Oh,
batting
you have
fifth.
Cano batting
Yeah,
second.
yeah. Davis batting fifth.
I had
Oh,
Davis
then they
batting-
definitely won't even pitch to Alonso until Davis becomes that type of hitter. There's a few, you gotta try to get that. I would put Ramos
To me-
behind Alonso so that people would know that they're gonna have to face Ramos.
To me,
instead of
nobody's scared
Davis.
of Cano right now anyway.
Huh?
Nobody's scared of Cano right now anyway, my opinion. They're not scared of him. He's not hitting a lick. He went on a little tear. He went from 180 to 250, and now he's just staying around 250.
It's only been, dude. It's just turned May.
Okay, but they're not
The
scared
year
of him.
hasn't even gotten. But I would rather pitch. I would pitch to a rookie other than instead of Cano.
But I
Let's
think
be honest.
just because Cano's hitting 250 doesn't mean they're not scared of him. I think that type of a hitter, you're still very concerned that he's gonna get a base knock to the opposite field or begin to come out of it. So
That's my point.
I think just Robinson Cano being Robinson Cano behind him in the batting order. I
His
think
legacy right now helps him. Helps the guy in front of him
Yeah,
at
it's not
least
30
for sure.
I'm pushing this a little bit, but it's not 39-year-old Cano where it's like, okay, whatever.
Exactly.
It's still somebody who hit 10 home runs in half a season last year with
300. He hit 300 last year.
60 RBIs.
Yeah, he had a good year for his half a season. He did.
Yeah, so he's still got that presence. I think that even though he's not hitting much this year,
He'll hit. I mean,
Yeah.
you saw him through all of spring. And spring, granted, you're mostly facing minor league pitchers, but still, he was tearing it up in spring. I think they played him too much in the spring. I think Cano needs a rest here and there. He's 36 years old, 35 years old. Yeah, I think.
I'm not laughing at you.
We're laughing
He
at.
might be laughing at you, but I'm not.
No, I'm laughing at you because I know what you're laughing at. My cousin is amusing the heck out of you. He's driving you crazy. He's
Look at
making you laugh.
His lineup.
So Vic's lineup.
Max.
Oh, Max. I'm sorry. Max's lineup. Scroll down. Oh, is that it right
No,
there?
it's right there. Yeah.
Conforto.
Rosario 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Rosario.
Conforto 2.
See, I don't have a problem with
Alonso
Rosario.
3rd.
I don't
Ramos 4th. McNeil 5th. Lagares 6th. Cano 7th. You're missing one more guy.
I don't have any place hitter.
We don't have any place hitter.
Lagares.
Frank, thanks for joining.
What's up, Frank?
Being Frank.
What I say? I don't know if McNeil should be batting 5th. I don't know if McNeil. You're gonna put McNeil 5th?
I like mini. You made me say it. You made me say it. I like McNeil.
McNeil.
McNeil. Cyclical.
Cyclical.
I like McNeil in the leadoff spot.
I do too. I used to think I wanted Rosario in the leadoff until McNeil started doing what he does. Yeah.
330 hitter should be hitting leadoff.
Yeah.
He should be getting on base for the other guys. But Cano should be batting right behind him.
Yep.
I like
Sorry
Cano
to
at
say
2
it.
spot, not in 7 spot.
You know, but we're gonna be lefty heavy
Yes.
until we hit cleanup. Until we hit the cleanup spot.
Jim said he agrees some of the guys who played a little bit too much too early. Max says you fill in the 8 spot. That's got to be Lagares, I guess.
No, he had
Lagares already there. Yeah,
Oh,
you
you
just
did?
grab a guy from the stands. Come on, you want to play?
Okay, so
You can bat
he's
8 for
got
us tonight.
shortstop. He's got right field. He's got first. We need a center fielder.
He doesn't have a center fielder.
No, he's got McNeil at
And where's
third.
Lagares?
Where's
At 5.
McNeil at?
Lagares is 6th.
Yeah, so it's center fielder. So we're missing a left fielder. No, we got left fielder. So we got the outfield filled.
Well, he's got McNeil at third base. I feel like in this situation.
He's got to have McNeil. He doesn't have a catcher.
or no,
Well, he
let-
has a catcher, Ramos.
No, to me, McNeil's in
Alonso's
left,
first.
and JD Davis
based on what?
plugs into that lineup because who's playing third?
He doesn't have Cano at second.
He likes
shortstop.
Max loves Frazier. He said that already.
Frazier's not there. Frazier's
help.
batting 8th.
Cano needs to bat.
I think
Earn it.
doesn't-
he loves Frazier.
Max, you have a Frazier jersey, don't
Down goes Frazier.
you? Yeah.
Where's McNeil? McNeil is
What?
batting 5th. You play third.
I can play third. I'll play third. I'm not scared.
No, you get 118 mile an hour ball from Alonso.
I played real softball, not the softball we played. I used to come home like a tic-tac-toe.
Ding, ding, ding.
That's it. Put your body in there. That's it. You
Yeah.
know what to do.
I'm not worried.
But yeah, JD Davis. That's you fill that in. Or Max. I know you get your Frazier jersey. We'll put Frazier in there for your sake.
He loves Frazier.
I know.
He said screw Frazier.
He's just mad at him.
Did we really did we go into detail on the Mets new pitcher, Mr. Font?
We touched
he
on
said
it.
he's a reliever
No.
or a starter. Keith said.
He's a reliever or a starter.
He is also or a starter, right?
We get him. Yeah, sure. We get him
Just think.
from the Tampa Rays. We get him from the Rays, and so far this year in 10 games, he's won
Wow.
1 win, no losses.
1 win.
Stop there.
Okay,
That's it.
That's it.
We have an
That's all
undefeated
we need
pitcher
to
we
know.
just picked up, guys.
And his major league career is 3-3.
Here comes the doo-doo
I stopped
in
there,
the
too.
milk.
Doo-doo
Here
in
it
the milk.
comes.
This year, a 5.79 ERA.
There it is.
He does have 18 strikeouts in 14 innings.
Ooh,
And
exciting.
How
He's
many
got
walks?
a whip of 1.43. I don't have walks on my thing here.
It's not terrible. you hit the thing that says stats.
No, this is a.
He's got a
it's
5
Apple
point
crap.
something ERA.
This is a
You agree
screenshot.
with me. It's Apple crap.
A whip of 1.43 is no bueno, buddy.
He's got a 5
It's
point
not-
something
it's
ERA.
5.79.
ERA.
It's not
Yeah.
bad if
For
you're
his-
looking at
But
Give up runs.
here's some other news.
It's bad for every pitching position.
Some other
Any
news.
pitching position, if you got a 5.79 ERA, hold on a second. I have
Bad
to make
news.
this
Yeah.
point to him.
Please do that. 'Cause
Why?
It's not a good
Any
thing.
pitching position with a
Mhm.
5.79 ERA is bad.
What do you mean?
It's like every pedophile is bad. There's not a good pedophile.
No, you can't.
There's not
compare
less of a pedophile or more of a
that.
pedophile.
You can't compare that.
You're just a
5.5
pedophile.
ERA is not bad if you just want to keep losing games and suck. There's nothing wrong with that.
There it is.
In his career, he is a 500 pitcher at 3-3 in 37 games.
Thank
Gold
God.
star.
Got a 6.51 ERA.
What? A what?
6.51.
Oh, I got
better.
even higher.
Yeah. In 65 innings pitched, he had
What is he doing?
Celebrating.
58 strikeouts and a whip
A whip?
of
Uh-huh.
1.54.
Not bad.
Wow.
Not bad at all.
So in nine innings, he only gives up 13 and a half base runners.
That's it.
So it's fine.
Wow.
It's fine. It's
So-
the
so what I
burning
wanna
dog.
know-
This is fine.
What font
if he's
does he
giving up-
use?
If he's giving up 13 base runners per 9 innings, he's allowing less than half those base runners to score. That's pretty good.
That's addition by addition.
I'm so glad we got this guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
look at that.
Look at Jeff. Calm down, guys.
Jem, you're too calm, Jem.
We
I'm
traded-
sorry.
we
You have to say
traded
what we
cash.
do.
6 point something ERA for a guy we just traded for.
Hey,
Career.
Jam says we traded cash. Can we trade cash for Dallas Keuchel, please?
Let's use some of that cash.
Let's trade it. We'll give him the millions of dollars. He gives us wins.
We got 30 days before that happens.
What'd you say about poop in the milk?
There it is.
It's not pooping.
There it is.
We're not going to give up a draft pick. It's fact. Fact is a fact.
No one's
So
giving
we're
up a draft pick.
Right.
But somebody might and steal him away.
This is also true. Poop in the milk.
I did it. Been trying not to.
Yes.
Vic is talking about the jerseys that he has. He has Gary Carter, Tom Seaver, Thor, DeGrom,
Oh,
the captain, David
Max,
Wright,
when you come down, wear the Beltron one. Your cousin loves him.
Beltran, Delgado, Alomar. Why did you buy an Alomar jersey?
I bought it.
No, I'm asking you. That's
Why would
that's
he
your
buy it?
family.
Oh, I'm supposed to speak for
That's
why
your
he brought
family.
up. He's a Hall of Famer, you know. Even though he likes to
I don't-
spit in people's face.
He is, but I remember.
But-
I remember him when he was.
But
on
look at
Mets.
the last jersey. He's the best one he got.
Steve Rodriguez, number 25.
Shaboy.
Don't you mean yet? No Frazier yet.
Ever.
Max taking over the show. Max, come on in next week, I guess.
All right.
You gotta strap him down, though.
So what do you think? So Font is gonna cost us some games. Probably
Font
tonight.
is going to
See
cost
ya.
us at least 2
Well,
games.
listen. If you give up 13 base runners or 9 innings, and you only allow half of those base runners, you're really, really, really whack.
God.
You suck. What is wrong with you? Why do we pick this guy up? I'm sorry, Jim. I'm not going to come down about this. It sucks. We have pitching issues, so let's go pick up a guy with a 1.5 career whip who has a 5 ERA. Ta-da!
He has a 6 career ERA.
But this year it's a 5.
5.4, 5.79 this year.
It's better. Come on.
How is he getting jobs?
I don't know.
First of all, must be his name.
Must be.
What's his name? Winston Font?
Wilmer. That should
Oh,
be easy.
Wilmer?
That should be the easy name to remember.
I deleted that from my mind.
By the
Wilmer.
way,
By the by.
Wilmer Flores
Is a free agent?
in his last 10 games
He's heating up?
is batting 400.
He does that. He
Here
goes
we
on
go.
tears.
Here we
He
go.
does that.
I wish that's one X-Men. I honestly, heartfully, I really wish him well.
We
Not
did a nice
against us.
tribute, remember?
Not against
We
us.
did a nice little
We
tribute
did.
for him.
We did. We do really appreciate him. He
They
deserves
should
it.
show
Don't point at me.
when the Diamondbacks come to Shea
Yeah.
City, they should show a tribute with
Say that again. They should show.
They should show.
They should show.
They should show. They should show.
They should show.
That's a problem.
What's wrong with you?
Me?
Speak English.
They should show a tribute
Oh, there it is,
video
yeah. They should actually. Yeah.
with all 10 of his walk-off
They should show.
RBIs. Oh my god! With all 10 of his walk-off RBIs.
That would be fantastic. He
That would be
deserves
really
it.
cool.
And then you beat him.
And then we shall show him that we better.
And then I hit him and I put him out for the rest of the,
And
for the
then you
next
should-
month. I would hit him right in the arm. It's broken arm. Sorry, Wilmer. Back to the minors.
Yeah.
Speaking of, back to the
I would never
minors.
do that.
This is why this is such a great team. Speaking of, back to the minors, Dom
Mm,
Smith.
That's terrible. I feel so bad for him.
Do you really?
I do. For Dom Smith, honestly,
I do too.
I think he's great to have at the end of a game. Play some nice defense. Change it up a little bit. Get a lefty in there. Keep him warm.
Why do you think they
Maybe
sent him
play
down?
some outfield.
Of all the options they had to send down, why do you think they sent him down?
Because he's the least valuable. He can only play first base.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the. I mean, I get it. I get it.
Or he's the most valuable trade piece.
And they want
Another
him.
point.
Well, that was another point that I made the other day.
Yeah.
You're
Oh.
making you've
Wow.
had a hell of a week.
I've had a hell of a week, haven't I?
You better stop making so many points. Your pencil's going to get small.
No. Get sharper and big. Get
I
sharper.
refuse to laugh at that.
Because you know it's not funny.
Because it's not funny. Wait a minute. What?
But
Man, Victor Bax, you're all over these guys today. Trade Smith, he deserves better.
so, yeah. Listen, Dom Smith. Yeah, he's not flexible. But I think your point was right. Him getting some at bats down there to show his value, and maybe we can get another arm for him or something. I mean, it sucks, but
we got to go back to the Stroman thing. I mean, it may be it may be getting some legs, especially if you send nice catch, especially if you send Dom Smith down to the minors to get some playing time and show what he can do, and make sure he's healthy. That all the team scouts him a little bit, and they can make a deal with him and maybe another minor leaguer or a future pick.
I was down on him a lot, but he really grew on me since the beginning of camp this year, and I do feel bad. But
yeah, I never understood why you guys hated him so much.
I didn't hate him. I just didn't believe in him. No, I didn't hate him. I just I just didn't believe in him.
Doo-doo in milk.
I just didn't believe in him.
I still don't believe him.
You still don't believe him?
Believe in him.
You don't believe in him?
He should show you that.
No, I mean, I hope he shows.
He should show you.
He should show you.
I hope he shows the Blue Jays that.
What's he gonna do? He
shows.
should show you.
He
Something.
should show the Blue Jays.
Or should show you.
What is happening?
Good point, Jim.
I was gonna say something, but go ahead.
No, go ahead. I apologize.
No, I really had nothing to say.
He did.
So I saved you.
Yeah, there are other teams that want him. You're 100% right, Jem. And I hope he goes to one of them.
Get a good arm. Get a good arm for him.
Get a little arm. Okay.
I don't know what you would get. I mean, if you're going to get like a good starting arm, it would probably be low A ball. If you're going to get a good reliever, you might be getting somebody.
You don't know what you can get. So you just throw him out there, throw the fish out there, see what bites. The worm out there, see what bites.
He upped his value this year.
Something like that, right?
Yeah, and there's 20 at bats.
Yeah, throw the hook out there.
Maybe somebody will be fooled by
Something
those
like
25 at bats.
He's a former number 1 draft pick,
yeah.
and he's only had one bad season in the minors under 300.
What was that
okay,
first
when he
word
came
you
up
said?
to the Mets.
Former.
Oh, everybody's a former something. Okay, so let's be real here. Stop hating on Dom Smith, man. Just like you did to Keith before. You made the snoring noise.
Can we
at
talk
him.
about our real first baseman for a second, Pete
Pete
Alonso?
We should.
So Pete Alonso,
Rookie of the month.
Rookie of the month.
Gotcha.
And
I
we're
did a
gonna
Keith on you.
Boom.
we have some of these Topps rookie cards. Pete Alonso. Can you see there? Look at that. That's a nice actually.
They can't see anything, dude.
Rodriguez is gonna handle this for me. For us. There you go. Why don't you show in the back too? No, you show on the camera. Yeah. In the back. So this is the Topps rookie card for Pete Alonso. It's a special edition where they kind of take it back to the 1953 style, I think. So we have 2 of these bad boys to give away. We're going to figure out how to do that. We're going to figure out a way to do that for next week. But it says Pete Alonso debuted for the New York Mets on March 28, 2019 and wasted little time notching his first major league hit. Alonso was a powerful threat in the minors and has already made his presence known at the top of the lineup for the Mets.
6'3", 245 pounds.
It's a big boy.
He's a beast.
Big old country boy.
And here's a quizzy for you guys. When Fernando Tatis Jr. hit a home run and stole 3 bases in one game, he became the youngest player to achieve the feat since.
Pete Alonso.
You would.
I would catch that. Yes.
You certainly would. You great guy. You.
Hello, ball.
Hello, ball. He hit a home run and stole 3 bases in one game. He became the youngest player to achieve the feat since who?
Ken Griffey Jr.?
It's a good guess.
It's a great guess. It's wrong.
Barry Bonds.
Also a good guess. The answer is...
Mine was better.
Does anybody out there know? You want to give
I
them
just looked at it too and I didn't read the answer. I should have.
Let's give them 10 seconds to answer.
Right.
When Fernando Tatis Jr. hit a home run and stole 3 bases, he became the youngest player to achieve the feat since who?
Is that how they're going to win the card?
No.
Oh, you're just asking them a question?
Yeah.
All right.
George said
Why
Bonds
should they
too.
answer it? He said boobs. Oh, Bonds.
Oh, Max is back.
Oh.
Did he leave?
I guess so.
No, he's back.
There was no ranting
No,
for
there's a
like
little
10
while.
minutes.
So what's the answer?
Okay, all right. So nobody else wants to guess. The answer is Tim Raines.
Oh, wow. Tim the Rock.
The Rock Raines.
He
As
was,
much
on,
as
he was on roids.
he had to be, right?
Pete Alonso is from Tampa.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's born on a day that lives in infamy, December 7th.
Oh, look at that.
1994, he was born. 1994.
I was
So
going to say
it wasn't-
1941.
It wasn't
but
1941. Good.
No,
That would be a little weird.
Youngin.
it's a weird thing. Yeah, Max, it is a very nice card. We'll let you guys know how you guys potentially could win it.
Ooh.
Do family members get disqualified?
Yes.
Oh, ouch. That was pretty quick there.
Cut.
Yep. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the PIITP Show, TB Show.
The PIITP show.
The
You should show. You
PIITP
should
Show
show. You
on
should show.
Instagram,
You should show.
Instagram
See?
and Twitter.
Just a little nudge. That's all it takes.
And the Put in the Books page on Facebook, brought to you by CineSportsTalk. Check us out there, and then maybe we'll throw some things out there in a week and how you can win those cards. We have a couple out there. Then maybe a next week's show, while we figure out and brainstorm how we're going to do that, we'll make it true next week.
We'll make it true next week.
Yes.
Giddy up.
Giddy up.
All right, we got 3 against the Padres.
They suck. What?
They're over 500.
Are you saying they're not mediocre?
They're not mediocre.
So your mediocre Mets go out to San Diego.
We got predictions on this, Keith?
How many games? 3
Honestly,
games only?
3-game series.
We're winning 1.
If Thor does not pitch, we're losing 3.
Well, no, we're winning the ground game tonight.
No.
Yes.
No, I have to say that,
So a sweep for the Padres?
Sweep for the Padres if Thor doesn't pitch.
That's a 6-game losing
If
streak.
not, it's 2 out of 3. Just a guess. If Thor pitches, 2 out of 3.
You know what? I'm going to change my prediction too. I know it annoys you, but that's probably why I'm doing it. Because I'm going strictly on baseball fan logic. We're
So,
getting
a sweep.
swept.
We're getting
We're getting
swept. We're not giving the sweep.
Nope, we're getting swept.
I
And
have
that's baseball fan logic.
Because I predicted sweeps.
Google that, guys. Baseball fan logic.
Because I predicted sweeps and we've been getting swept. So I'm figuring if I predict we get swept, we'll sweep.
fine.
Maybe if you did your, what of the week,
The problem
this
is
would
that
this would fix it.
for the Reds, you picked the Mets 3 out of 4.
Yep.
For the Brewers, you picked the Mets 2-1.
Yep.
So the opposite would have been 1 and 2, but we got swept.
Okay, so I'll put it back again. 1 and 2.
Put it back.
Put it back. Put it in the back. Wait, what?
No.
Oh my
No.
God! Listen, I used your pick it up line today. Didn't go well.
What happened?
I was I was walking and I kicked a little
Little boy. Kick the little boy.
I kicked a little
Makes
brown
sense.
napkin, and somebody's walking behind me.
Did you know this person?
And yeah, I did. And they chuckled. And
Ryan Holmes.
with a dead serious face, I said, "Pick it up."
How'd that work out?
They went and said, "Man, Steve didn't even say good morning to me. He just ordered me to pick up a piece of garbage."
Wow.
Did he pick it up? Or was it a she?
It was a she.
Pick it up.
Wow. It's even worse than I thought.
So in my house, as a joke, if I drop something and my nearest family member, I yell at them, "Pick it up." Obviously, they're not going to pick it up, so I think it's funny. So at the gym, a guy dropped a weight, and I joke. I do it so often. I joke so often with it. Guy dropped the weight. The minute he dropped the weight, I turned to him and went, "Pick it up," and then came to my realization of where I am. So I decided to just completely ignore the guy and continue walking much like you did to your coworker today.
So you had like Tourette's for like 5 seconds.
Absolutely.
Uh,
But
That
it was so freaking funny. I had to walk away and laugh. like I must have been thinking, like, what the hell's? I'm not messing with that guy. He's nuts. Something wrong with him.
Max chose Tim Raines after I said Tim Raines was the answer. He says, I win. I'm going to pick it up next week. And then he booed you for saying that family members are disqualified. Jem said, Rod just lost a cousin, but he got a dope card. You. And he says you should buy him one for all the cooking.
He does deserve that.
Does he?
Oh,
Oh wait, so if he comes on the set next week, he's gonna cook.
If you want him to cook, we're gonna blow up, dude. We're gonna eat like 10 times.
No, Max, bring
Guy's
some.
a chef.
Bring
He's
up.
fantastic.
Just bring some pernilla yuca. Hook it up.
Oof.
Oh, bro.
I ate today.
He
bro.
won't make that pernilla unless he has to cook it for like 10 hours. I mean, this guy's dead on.
Yeah, Max.
you eat today?
Max, we're picking the winner for the series. So Padres is first. Yeah, tonight. But that sounds like a nice little score for the Mets tonight to win.
4-2.
4-2 with DeGrom on the mound.
I like it. You better pitch 8 innings.
And then, so after this series, we head home for a quick 3-game homestand. 3-game homestand.
Go
home, ball.
Did this schedule.
Why? Because they want us. The Mets.
Well, Gary.
Always.
Gary did. He explained the 3-game homestand perfectly. He said, and after San Diego, the Mets would come home to do some laundry and go right back on the road again.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So
much, yeah.
they go home to play the Marlins.
Go home, ball.
Can we beat the Marlins?
They're going home to go play the Marlins.
They're going home to play the Marlins.
And then they're going to.
And then after that, they go to Washington for 4, and Miami for 3.
And then they come back here. Those are the ones we're going to.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. We're going to one.
Yeah, I'm down.
For sure.
Okay, so let's get our predictions in for that one.
For the Marlins?
Mm-hmm.
Sweep.
We're gonna sweep them.
We're gonna sweep them.
Sweep.
At home, we're gonna sweep them. And we're gonna punch Derek Jeter in the face.
I don't need superstition to win that one.
Or we could just punch Derek Jeter in the face and I'd be happy with.
I say we win 2 out of 3.
Now we sweep. Why you gotta do milk?
Why do you look at me like that?
Because you're putting doo-doo in milk again.
Every single time.
You just changed your prediction back twice to say that Mets were going to get swept by the Padres.
Because I don't know what to do. I'm so frustrated with losing. No, really, I'm so frustrated with losing.
My cousin said he'll cook. Needs a kitchen and money for the food.
A kitchen. I got a kitchen.
We got a kitchen. We got a kitchen right there.
Listen, it's advertising for your food.
You eat, I talk.
We eat.
What is he doing, Marty?
He said that
cookout. Chef Max is coming. You eat, I talk. Wait, what? So he's gonna take over the show?
That's it. Max, sit in this chair here, and you just do the show.
He talks to himself all night anyway. It's a little Rodriguez thing.
You got something to say? Why did you do that?
Because I was just thinking I have to go take a leak, and if I should go now or wait till the end of the show.
You should do it at the end of the show.
You should do it during the show.
That's what I was contemplating because I really have to go bad. This water's
There's a water cup right there, and your crotch is covered again.
The crotch is out. That's right. You guys just can't look that way.
I'm not gonna see that. Really.
So you asked what I was thinking. Now you know. Are you happy that you know?
I am pretty happy that I know. Have you been thinking about your Fwakata? It's a shame I got to remind you about your Fwakata.
No, you don't. It's just I'm so disheartened with the way the Mets have been playing. I know who my Fwakata
should be even harder.
That should.
You should Fwakata the heck out of it.
You know
we're
what?
Playing the Padres, so who are you going to Fwakata?
Who do you think?
I know.
Machado Fwakata! Fwakata Machado!
I like the fart at the end.
Yes.
I like the fart at the end.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
So
all right.
My Mets hurt me this weekend.
Jeter can block any punch you throw. Yeah, I don't think so, Tim Tabala. Because I'm going to throw a punch and kick him in the nards.
Pee in your pocket.
My pocket's not waterproof, Max.
All right, we're about to switch gears here.
Waterproof pocket. What'd you think of that?
I don't know. I said feed your pocket.
With the game coming, is it a 10 o'clock start or a 10:10 start? I know how these
10-10.
10:10 start.
10-10 wins.
With the game about to start in about an hour, we will set aside the Mets for just a moment, and we will switch gears, and we will talk. This is the quickest turnaround that we've spoken about this because we haven't done a Monday show in a few weeks.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. If you have not seen Season 8, Episode 4 of Game of Thrones, do something. Go do what you got to do. Get mentally prepared for
Go
this.
do pee-pee.
Go poop. Go pee.
In your pocket.
Gross.
But do
Pee in your pocket.
this is my favorite time of the show.
Oh, time to take a leak? This week, Bryce Harper played Tyrion Lannister.
So thank you for the update.
Show's over.
Show's over.
Okay, so one last warning. If you haven't seen it, turn it.
That was very nice of you.
Yeah,
I was
because
going
I was about to say something that would just like ruin it if you haven't watched it. So just shut it off. 3, 2,
God, I hate Derek Jeter.
1. The fucking dragon's dead.
How did they kill another dragon?
Another dragon down. Yesterday's episode. Yesterday's episode was lighthearted and all this and laughing and
Lighthearted?
joyous, and then it wasn't.
Okay.
Oh,
That's not too loud.
got a call. What?
Is it Michael Jackson?
Who that?
I love dragons.
For the third time ever, Michael Jackson calls us in and reveals that he loves dragons.
They're so cute.
Michael Jackson likes 5-year-old dragons.
So,
Those are his favorite.
Wow.
wow.
Oh, man.
Don't be ignorant.
So how many?
By the way, there was this rumor going around that HBO took the documentary off, but it's still there.
It's all ignorant.
It's all.
Wow, I should sleep last night. Thanks for telling me about Michael Jackson's. You thought I messed it up. I almost forgot it. I almost forgot I was off. Screw Michael Jackson and his
this is gonna be
pedophile
really.
ways.
I'm gonna give you a
Sorry,
full
Mikey.
warning. Ever since seeing that documentary, it screwed my head up a little bit because it's just really disturbing. I mean, I don't even need to explain how disturbing it is, but you know, every once in a while, something from the documentary pops in my head, and I have kind of like a revelation on it, and it's like it's so effing disturbing. Like, do you want the? I'll say this offline, and we'll say it next week if it's bad. Yeah,
Okay.
never mind. Tune in next week. You'll hear about this thought I'm having.
What is he talking about?
I that's what I'm not telling you because I'm not sure I want to say it on the show because this revelation about something Michael Jackson said was so disturbing.
So say it.
No, it's child molesters, bro. It's disgusting. It's freaking disturbing.
Yeah,
We'll talk-
let's get back to Michael
Yeah.
Jackson.
Why do you,
On the
Tim? You be Tim. Don't be Michael Jackson. I'm angry at him now.
What happened?
I just
Oh boy.
no, because he said the 5-year-old thing, and I just got like,
Yeah, why'd you say that? Pretty creepy, dude.
it's all your fault. No, it's gross, and I can laugh at it, but right now I'm finding it more disturbing than funny.
Well, the show just took
I
a
love
dive.
Tiny Fearing.
There it is.
So, is Tyrion Lannister? Is it his size that you're attracted to, Michael, or is it
Don't
because?
be ignorant. Making Mike mad.
Sorry, Mikey.
So you see, there was a meme the other day with Michael Jackson holding his kid out, Remember that over the balcony?
Oh,
And it says, "You remember that time Michael Jackson tried to get the
held his son.
Soul Stone?"
Oh wow!
Oh my god,
it's terrible.
he probably would have done something creepy like that.
So,
Wow.
so Mike, did you watch Game of Thrones this weekend?
I love Game of Thrones.
The-
There's so many wieners.
So you like Brienne, like kind of feminine, but still not.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
God. No.
Can we talk about that for a second? I'm sorry, but that was not a scene I would have wanted to see.
You didn't see anything.
Thank God, because I was scared.
She's a model, you know.
I don't care what she is.
I mean, she may look a little butchy, but you know what? Any port in a storm will do.
I think, yeah, I think they also make her up to look more butchy than she probably is. But I saw a meme online, something that says, "Why is a dragon slayer with Brienne? She looks like one of our founding fathers."
No, that's on me.
Oh, that was you?
No, it wasn't me. It was on. Yeah, that was on me. That was on CineSportsTalk.
Oh, that's where I saw it. Something like, "Why would the dragon slayer be with her? Looks like a founding father." I was like, "That's terrible." And then I started watching the scene again. I'm like, "Oh yeah, she kind of does look like a founding father." Yeah, the hair.
A little bit like a George Washington, a little bit. But it's her or Tormund. Take your pick.
Oh, really?
I mean, come on.
What about the other girls that were there?
Patrick took 2 of them. Did you see that?
So let's talk about the
Patrick's a
deaths.
stud, man. I didn't know that
The
dude.
dragon.
I'm
died.
not ready to discuss
The
one of the
death
deaths.
of a
The
dragon.
way the dragon died was terrible.
And I'm
too,
not
with
talking
the-
about the dragon.
with the spear right through his neck.
Oh,
Oh my god, it broke my heart.
Really?
Melisandre
Yeah.
died.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Do you know that?
Beheaded.
Chopped off her head.
I thought that was a better way to die. I thought they were going to push her off.
I'm hurting right now.
I thought they were going to push her off the top. I was thinking to myself, which would be quicker? Because either way, you knew she was going to die once Cersei walked up on her. Which would be quicker? Being pushed off or the head chopped off?
She should have done a reverse arm takedown and thrown Cersei off.
She could have done a ninja move, jumped down. She could have been like Ninja Gaiden. She could have started hopping the walls.
Indicating-
Yeah,
I haven't heard that in a long time.
yeah.
Oh, she's dead.
Start throwing
But,
Chinese
okay,
stuff.
so really what we saw in the episode as we discussed Game of Thrones here with myself, Rodriguez, Keith, and Michael Jackson on the line. Really what we saw in Game of Thrones was Danny watching the celebration and thinking, these people are never going to want to follow me.
They all love Jon Snow.
They love
She
Jon
felt
Snow.
alone. You could tell. She's
And
like,
then the
everyone's
absolute anger, and she went full on. There's a meme, Triple H. There's a Triple H meme out there where he's just like mad and he's
Oh.
shaking.
dead. Really?
That was Danny last night.
From
And
why?
because she was just the look in her eyes, and she was like,
She's
because
gonna-
she's lost everything.
She's lost everyone pretty much.
90% of the army is gone.
2 of her sons are dead.
2 of her children are dead. Absolutely.
She fell in love with her nephew.
Who's the rightful king? And she should really give
Then
him the
she
throne.
basically threatens him. I told you how it will work out.
No, she didn't. No, she said, "I told you how to make it work."
Oh no! She did not say it. So
That's what I thought
No,
she said.
she said it like,
straight faced, very serious.
because he says,
So she threatened him.
I love you, and they're my family, and something to the effect that
We can make this work.
we'll make this work. And she goes, yeah, we can make it work because I told you how to make it work.
Mm-hmm. And then she walked
Yeah.
out.
I just said
And
that.
then John.
No, but you made it sound more lighthearted. It wasn't
Yeah, I
lighthearted.
did.
It was.
No, I didn't say it. I said I told you how to make it work.
Oh, okay.
That's how you got to make it work.
And then Jon Snow tells Sansa.
He's a rat.
Tells Sansa.
No,
He's
let's
got
just
faults
Swear
like
to
everyone
me.
else.
Swear to me. And then Bronn tells him, and now everybody knows.
Everyone knows. Everyone's gonna. He's the rightful king. He deserves it. The only thing with John is he doesn't take advice sometimes. Well,
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens because honestly, I would not put it past Game of Thrones for anything to happen. I mean, I would like personally Jon Snow to have it, but I wouldn't put it past Game of Thrones for. I wouldn't put it past Game of Thrones for the Dragon Slayer to kill his sister.
Would Sansa, now that we have him on the line, I'm just curious, would Sansa have been able to kill Michael Jackson if he was the Night King?
No.
How does that work out, Michael?
Because
I'm gonna walk all over her ass.
right, he would have caught her with his glove. He would have caught her with kind of like how the old GI Joes, you get the little action bases and their foot sticks in the peg. Well, his fingers would have caught with the.
Would have caught her with the ring.
Yeah.
With the sparkly glove.
Yes.
How would he have caught her? Like
My daughter's giving me very dirty looks from doing
like
that
this?
voice.
I remember those.
She's not a
I
fan.
remember that.
Yes. Terrible.
You remember that when people used to? You don't remember
What?
that.
I don't know. I missed it.
Do that again. And then you got.
Oh
And
yes.
then,
Well, but isn't there a whole big thing that you do?
you got to join them together.
Yeah.
Then you join them together. Remember that? You remember that?
Yeah.
It's a terrible New York
It
thing.
is.
Back to Game of Thrones. Back to a terrible Westeros thing.
Cersei, the
so-
badass.
Cersei, and then
Joe McEwen for manager. Oh, that was actually an option.
Mhm. So
He's too short. Shorter than me. Focus.
Danny is going to do what? Because she's absolutely going to blame Tyrion for.
She's gonna kill him.
death.
Tyrion's gonna get it. She
I
can't
think
do
she's
anything.
going nuts.
She's going. I put
she's
on
gonna
the,
burn people.
I called her the Mad Queen.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna be the Mad Queen now.
Yeah, she's pissed. She's by herself. She has no one.
You kind of can't blame her though. She's come from nothing. She's come from almost being a slave, forced to a marriage she didn't want to be in, and then through all the seasons she's built herself up. So she's a little callous because of where she's come from, and now everything she's built up, like you said, is being taken away from her. So is she getting mad
By
or
her
is
nephew, the
Yeah.
rightful king.
Yeah,
He's the king, bro.
He's the king.
yeah, I agree. That's why I want Snow to take it. I think, but I don't know what's gonna happen. Who do you think Cersei's gonna die?
It's good apple juice.
Cersei has to die.
You think Jaime's gonna kill her?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's supposed to. Probably everyone's hoping that happens, but I don't know. There's another guy with one with a funny arm.
Yeah.
Just
That's
like Michael.
gonna get dark. Killing a pregnant lady.
Yeah, that's true. But it is.
What if she's
it
not
is.
even really pregnant?
I mean, they've done it on the show.
What if she just
Yeah.
lied? What if she just lied to get him to do whatever you want, whatever evil thing she was going to plan?
I don't think so. I truly don't think so.
Well, it's not this guy's kid. It's Jamie's kid,
No, it's
right?
Jamie's kid.
It's
If
not
anything.
Urination's kid. I'm gonna
No,
with
go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Guess we can't hold it like big boy. There goes Keith.
Oh, wow.
That's
It's like the megalodon passing in front
Do
of
we
this
have to wait for
camera
him now?
underwater. Huh?
because we're going to talk about something, and he's going to be like, "Oh, why didn't you wait for me to talk about that?"
He
This is
can't.
Keith.
He can't really expect us to sit here and wait for him to come back so we could talk about.
It
something.
should be quick. I
I
mean,
mean, well,
sits down.
You get older pizzas because it's not that easy anymore.
it takes a little bit longer to get it out.
Yeah.
and a little bit longer to tuck it back in. There's a lot of stuff hanging.
And things don't go straight. They go left. They go right. Oh, I hate
You have
getting
no
old.
control anymore. You have no
Man.
control.
All right, this is what I got to look
It's
forward
like
to.
you close your eyes and just close your eyes and go in the bathroom and piss. That's what's gonna happen. It's the same thing. You don't know what's gonna happen. The best you could do is make sure you have plenty of bounty towels in there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you go from shaking once. Yeah, if you shake like 30 times because that one shake doesn't do it anymore. It gets fun.
It doesn't get any better.
Well,
man.
this is
So
sounding depressing.
life doesn't get any better. At least you got your hair.
I still got a good stream though, so I'm happy about that.
It's got a good stream,
stream.
like Valley Stream.
I have a very solid stream.
Well,
Yeah, I still have a good
You're
stream.
like
That's all,
30.
you know,
how old are you?
38.
I'm
You're
40.
38. How old is Timmy?
I'm 43.
It's only 5
I'm an
minutes.
old
Oh,
man.
you got plenty of time, Timmy. Wait till you hit 50 something.
No, I didn't want to think about it.
Don't even think about it.
I don't want to think about it.
Don't ever think about how your stream's gonna go. Not
Not good.
Right now, I'm
Not
looking
good.
at exercise
Not
for
good.
at least 45 more seconds to make sure I'm out.
You know what's scary when you go in the bathroom and these old guys are standing at the stall and you hear them peeing and you hear them peeing. It's not like you hear their stream, you hear them like.
There was a guy in my old building. I didn't understand why he would take a paper towel to the urinal with him every time, and then after he was done, you could hear him basically smacking it around. And I'm like, why is this guy doing this all the time? Now I realize he's not. You have to make sure.
Tim, it's 100% right. I'm telling you, it's going to be really hard for you to pee.
We're talking about how Keith is back now. So we were talking about how as you get older, it gets more difficult to pee. He doesn't have his microphone in his hand yet.
It becomes more an adventure at times.
An adventure.
Wait, why everybody's saying this? I never heard this before.
No?
Wait till you hit your 40s.
I've heard grunting.
Oh, get ready. Get ready.
I hear grunting in the bathroom every day. These
That's
guys
a
are like,
urinal?
I'm like,
No, I
what?
don't-
Are
see,
you
I don't-
taking a shit at the urinal?
That sounds so damn loud.
Because he's yelling.
Oh, I was yelling. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. No,
I'm
no.
excited about
Well, you also become
Yeah.
very
not like-
urinal. I said urinal. I said it
Well,
wrong.
it's not. It's not like that. It's that you'll go more often. You have
You got to
to
walk a little faster.
You got
Like you think you got plenty of time. The next, you're starting to pee before your zippers out. You're like, oh my god. Oh yeah, that's always a fun one.
and then
Especially when you're out doing things.
right, and then as
yeah,
you get
you're
older,
not either out or in. You're like in between. Next thing you know, things are just
This
coming
has
out.
become such a depressing subject.
and then as you get older, you also have the last drop problem.
He
We
was
just talk about that.
Yeah,
'Cause you have to shake a lot more.
you do, and that whole more than twice you're playing it rule goes out the window with age.
Completely out the window.
At what age? I've been doing that for a long time.
Yeah,
I think it's like I'm playing the guitar every time I go to the bathroom.
air guitar.
All right, let's get back to
Playing the
Game of
guitar. That's
Thrones.
hilarious.
That's funny.
Game of Thrones. Okay,
Okay,
so
moving right along.
they killed
Melisandre,
hurt my heart.
the hottest girl there.
I'm not allowed to say that. It's funny.
I'm saying
So-
that for you.
So she gets her head chopped off, and my wife looks at me after the initial shock and says, "Oh, look at you, so upset that she."
She's jealous of the Game of Thrones girl.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Well, I think
Trust me, he has no shot. Okay. I know you love him, but he has no shot. So it's okay. He'll be fine.
I think
He was cute.
I don't have a shot.
it was a little shocking. I didn't think she would die.
Oh no! Once she was on that roof, I knew
Settle.
she was done.
Well, once she was on the roof after she got kidnapped. Yeah, I'm saying like from the start of the episode.
What kind of
Especially with
shot
the
you
mountain
have?
standing behind her. I'm like, something bad's gonna happen here.
Yeah, and then when she walked up to her and said, "Say your last, any last words," you knew
Good day, mate.
it was a wrap.
for sure.
Yeah,
Faux shows.
it's a damn
That's
shame.
too bad.
Yeah, it is.
Grey Worm's gonna go ballistic.
He started bugging
I
out.
started to.
He's going
Yeah.
after
So,
the mountain.
Why
That'd
do you
be a
think
nice
they're
little
gonna
fight.
blame Tyrion? Was it-
Because Tyrion, in his attempt to talk some sense into Cersei, said, "You're not a monster," and was trying to steer her in one direction. But I feel the way that Dany's been lately, she's going to blame him for even stepping forward because they're just supposed to negotiate there. He just went around and spoke directly to Cersei. Cersei hates Tyrion. And so I feel that Dany's going to blame him for the beheading.
yeah,
I think his words rang true a little bit with her. She looked like she got a little bit emotional.
Just the kid part.
Just
but then,
the kid
then I
part,
think it
but-
annoyed her.
I think she's just a vicious ruler, man. She's no joke. It's kill or be killed, and that's all she cares about. She wants to keep that kingdom.
so
With one dragon, she may be able to.
regardless, right? And that dragon is
The
crazy.
whole place
that dragon
is fortified
crazy
with
vulnerable
harpoons.
now. Yeah, with those, what do they call those, balusters or whatever they are. The play is super fortified, and the dragon is so vulnerable. You can't use the dragon. With those things, you cannot use the dragon.
No.
The only place you can use the dragon is in an open battlefield, and Cersei's not going to submit herself to an open battlefield.
You could use the dragon, have him walk up to the gates, and they start shooting the dragon.
I was looking
They'll
at that,
start
but
killing
it looked
people.
like they were able, because I was thinking to myself, are they able to shoot those
down.
at like the Unsullied and Denny that was standing out there? And it looked like they may be able to pivot, not all the way up to the wall, but
Well,
there were so many of them, though. I mean, it was like on every single.
yeah, the dragon's not gonna make it.
Yeah, I had no chance. And to your point, Cersei's using everybody as pawns, basically, just to be out there. If you want to get to me, you're gonna have to kill all the people that we're about to swear to protect.
It looks pretty pretty grim for the North and Denny.
But the Dornish army's still out there.
Arya's on her way.
The guy Arya's on her way to
The
kill
difference
Cersei.
maker.
The guy that she left behind to protect that city, he's still out there with people. Maybe those two will show up
And then this guy shows up with the bow and arrow for the
Bronn,
for
the money.
for Tyrion,
Yeah.
Tyrion and Jamie.
Jamie. I was sure he
You broke
wasn't
my
going
nose.
to kill him. I was pretty sure he wasn't going to kill him.
No, it's too early.
Yeah, it's
Like
too
it-
early for them to die like that. It would have been really bad, really cheesy.
I think you're going to end up seeing Arya kill Euron, Jamie kill Cersei. I think that's how
And the
it's gonna
Hound
work.
killed the mountain.
And the Hound
And
kill
the
the
Hound
mountain.
kill the mountain. Yeah.
And then who takes the throne?
Well, then I think, and this is all just nonsense. Yeah, clearly. I think that you're going to see Dany die, saving John's life.
Does John take it or does Sansa take it?
John.
John takes it. Sansa rules the north.
Yeah.
The north.
The North. But who knows? I mean, to me, the way King's Landing is fortified with the Iron Navy, it doesn't really look good for anybody but Cersei right now. But usually,
Well, the Greyjoys are coming. Don't forget the Greyjoys.
the Greyjoys are coming. That's right. And
They took back the Iron Island, so they got their fleet back. So they're gonna come creeping up behind those bastards.
Right.
Oh,
that's
and
right. I didn't think about that.
and what's his name? The fat kid.
Sam.
The husky kid. Sam. He's the lord of the manor now. His army, his dad's army.
Oh, right.
He runs that.
But I think, I don't know. I mean, like I said, who the hell knows with the show? That's my prediction.
John is king.
John is king, and that's how it's going to happen.
I think we should. We'll do final predictions after next week's episode.
No, now, because I think next week's episode is
No.
going to have a lot of finality. No, because I think there's going to be a lot of finality in next week's episode, and the last episode is going to be a lot of cleanup. I don't think it's going to end, and then all of a sudden you just see John on the throne, and the whole entire series is done.
You never know.
You never know, but I think they're going to spend a little bit of time showing.
I don't think
after.
I don't think it happens next week.
No, next week's the big fight.
No, but I don't think. I think they're gonna leave us with a cliffhanger heading into the final episode.
I think all the fighting is going to be done next week because the same producer is producing next week's episode that produced the Battle of the Bastards and produced the Long Night.
I think next week is the end
Well, no.
game, basically.
Yeah, and I think in the last
It's the
I see
episode,
what you did there.
Well, no.
I mean,
See that.
you may still see like Danny die in the last episode and things like that, but I mean, as far as like the bulk of what's going to happen is going to be next week.
That Max is still going.
But what if there's another
Who's he
battle after that?
trading?
Right.
What if we get crazy Danny, who ends up on the throne, but then, again, the Mad Queen might have a whole nother fight for the last episode.
Yeah, she's gonna Dracarys the hell out of people.
Dracarys.
See, I thought they were all dead. The Dothraki?
Dothraki.
Yeah, I thought they were all dead.
No, they got
Some
might
of
as
them
well
came
be.
back. Some of them ran back real quick. Some of
but
them.
there's not many left.
Mm-mm.
No.
No, it was like
The women.
Basically, the end of the
There's
whole
women.
race.
20, 30 of them.
Plenty of women left. 3 Dothraki guys are going to clean up.
There's no way we've seen the last of those guys. Like, oh, we're going north. I don't believe that for a second. They're going to come help John.
Yeah.
Oh, all those people that John just left?
Yeah, he's like, oh, we're leaving. We're
Yeah.
going to go north. Bullshit. I don't believe that for a second.
The wildlings. You think the wildlings will come back and help them?
I think so.
I think Tormund will come back on top of Ghost.
And Ghost will be
Oh,
back.
man.
Ghost will be back, and everybody who's crying that John didn't say goodbye to Ghost can quit their whining.
He's crying about that.
Say goodbye like that, you know? He's just like, hey, what's up? Okay, cool.
No, I was thinking I wasn't. I was upset that he
Oh,
wasn't
he was
going to
one of them
fight.
crying. You were one of them crying.
No, I wanted to see Ghost go fight. I love
Ghost
when.
is injured.
Oh, he did.
Did you
get
see
injured
how
by the
jacked up
zombies.
it
He's
was?
he's got marks and scratches and whatnot all
But
over.
Sansa had a good point. The army should have rested a little bit before they all started heading south.
Sansa was right about that.
Yeah, she was, and that could also be Dany's downfall. Because she, I mean, look what
She
they
wants that throne now. That's
Mm.
her thing. She wants it now. So
Impatience sometimes puts you in a bad position. You know.
agreed. Just like the Mets.
All right. Well, final thoughts. Tim, what are your final thoughts on yesterday's episode?
I thought it was. I like the whole season. I know people are bitching about it, but I don't understand. I mean, I don't know what people want out of the show. I thought it was great. I think the whole season's been great. Even the so-called dark episode. I thought the dark added to it. I thought it made it more suspenseful.
It did. I agree with you 100% on that.
I had no problem.
Because I was actually screaming like what is that? What was that? What moved? What the hell was that thing? I kind of liked it.
Who died? Did this person just die? Is he gone? No.
The only thing that whole entire episode is a small thing
Here
was
we go.
a little confusion with the dragons.
Dude,
Other than that, I watched that episode in complete darkness, and I did not have an issue seeing much. It was dark, but it added to the suspense of the battle. It was.
Mhm.
It gave you anxiety. I thought it was good. I didn't have an issue with it.
Definite
Kind
anxiety.
of like what they saw, because it was snowing, it was dark. These things can see in the dark.
Right.
They have the homes. I kind of felt like that's how they did. We're giving you insight into what these people are seeing with the zombies, whatever the hell they were called, the White Walkers.
Yeah.
That's how I looked at it.
But it's a little bit the dragon thing because until you saw the preview, even you agreed. You only saw you weren't sure what happened to the dragon John was on, and then in the preview you saw them both. So it answered you in the preview for the following episode. But
Yeah, it was a little bit of Michael Bay meets Tim Burton, but it was.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed it.
I loved it, and also I think if you watched what
That was a really good
Did you hear what he said?
Tim Burton versus
Michael
No,
Bay.
go ahead. Don't.
yeah
Go ahead. Keep talking.
no what
Hey, you missed it.
I didn't miss it
Okay,
because
you
I
got
didn't find
it.
it as amusing as you did. It just
I guess it was just
Oh.
us two.
yeah.
He made a great. He made a great comment.
That was really good.
But I think if you look at this week's episode, there was more lighting in all the dark scenes. Do you think that was an after effect?
Nah, I think it was just the way the
You
episode
laugh
was.
at that.
It was snowy. You didn't have as much of that.
You did. It's the dark scenes were a little more lit.
It was in the
Yeah, they
snow,
were.
in the dark, and I bet the Night King had something to do with the weather. I'm sure he could make it,
Well, he brought in all that fog too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I thought it added to the episode. I thought it was great.
Thanks, Keith. He farted.
Good one.
Who farted?
You did.
The Night King. That's what the fog was all about. Giant fart.
Yeah, no, I agree with. I hear people complaining about this was slow, too much character building. It wasn't. I really enjoyed the character building stuff.
People like to have shit and milk.
but
But that's what makes the show great.
right.
And then when you do character building, you grow fond of these people. So when they die, it sucks more, which makes the show better.
That's it. So there's another way that Game of Thrones is light years ahead of The Walking Dead, and their character building. Their character building episodes for Walking Dead, a couple of them have been snooze fest.
Oh, a couple.
I'm
terrible.
being nice.
Terrible.
But,
Terrible.
But for Game of Thrones, it might be testament to the characters that
It's the greatest show
we
ever.
care about all the characters. They could do 30 minutes of XYZ and we'll still enjoy it.
I think after the governor for Walking Dead, things just started taking a downward turn.
It took a deep dive after Governor.
It did.
Absolutely.
But
No, but an hour of these guys sitting around getting drunk, talking about how they're about to die, and Arya getting laid. I think it's great.
It was great.
What would you do? I'd do the same thing.
yeah,
That's it.
pretty much.
Say your goodbyes.
And I haven't touched a drink in 10 years, but I'd be blasted if I knew the zombies were coming to my house.
Right?
Yeah.
You just
it.
won. You just beat the zombies. Save the whole world. Have a drink and a snooze.
Exactly.
Smoking a pancake.
Yeah, it's just
Smoking a pancake.
And
Exactly.
there was other complaints about yesterday's episode that it was
Pipe in the straw.
boring and slow as hell, like you were saying. But in particular, yesterday's episode was terrible. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
My only
I don't
complaint is
understand
the sudden appearance of Starbucks in
Yeah,
I
that
saw
was
it.
funny.
I saw it right before I came. It was great. They did that on purpose. Come on.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Have you guys seen
Absolutely.
a response from HBO on that?
No.
Interesting.
Did you see the two writers dressed as wildlings?
I did see that.
That's pretty cool.
Pick it up.
I heard everyone's seen Avengers, right? Everyone's seen it?
Yes.
Well, spoiler if anyone has it. I had people complain that same thing. Oh, the first 2 hours were boring. I said, are you out of your mind?
It was great.
Out of control.
I go, do you understand what character buildup is? You understand you have to show what they're going through.
So
You have to show all these things for a satisfying ending. You can't have a 3-hour battle because then you just don't care by the end.
Right.
Like, you're like, all right, whatever, he died. That was cool.
all right, and when you see Hawkeye in the beginning, and then all of a sudden he's in Tokyo as like a samurai, the only reason why he's doing that is because
Ronin.
Yeah,
That's his other persona.
yeah. So it all equals out. One event leads to another. So you have to show, otherwise it doesn't make sense. You have to show what happens before that.
It's also about
to understand.
saying what you want to say to someone like before they go. Iron Man had a chance to talk to his father. Thor had a chance to talk to his mother. They got the chance to tell
Yeah,
them,
that was
but
badass.
they never could tell them. It's like, how do you not see this stuff? How you just want a 3-hour battle? It doesn't pay off. You need to have these scenes in it. Because it makes it, Tony with his daughter. All these things are all intertwined. You take that out, it's just,
And I think
it's Michael Bay crap.
I think the fat Jim Morrison Thor was amazing.
Absolutely.
I loved
I
it.
actually loved him.
That was
I
amazing.
now have a Thor body.
Yes,
Exactly.
it was amazing. No, because
That's what I said. I guess it's going to be Thor for Halloween this year, baby.
the guy is a god. But he still gets emotional and he drowns his emotions in alcohol. And, I mean, it was wow.
Crying.
Yeah, I love you, Thor.
I am crying.
It was amazing. And then, so I guess he's going to be in Guardians 3.
As Guardians of the Galaxy.
As Guardians of the Galaxy.
I had a guy
There
behind
it
me
is.
blubbering. I mean blubbering. Like, it was embarrassing. Like, I would have turned around and said, dude, I get it, but
Oh,
you should be
jeez.
ashamed of yourself. That's how bad it was.
He was crying over what? Thor? I mean,
Tony.
Iron Man?
Tony.
Yeah. He was going, I'm like, dude, you got to stop. You got to stop.
Who was that?
Gotta be
The guy
sitting
sitting behind
him.
me in the movie.
Wow.
I get to me the Tony Stark thing fit in a little bit more, but I didn't like the way they ended Captain America. I felt like they just forced that in because of his contract. And didn't
No,
like it.
there's an old Cap in the comic books now.
Oh, there is? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's taken out of comic books. He's aged in the comic books. And I don't know if he's still that same guy now, but it was maybe 5 to 10 years ago, something like that. He became old Cap. He lost his, serum, and he was an old guy finally. And he was leading Shield, I think. So
Old guy.
I
there's
heard you say you didn't watch the Spider-Man trailer yet, right?
No, I'm gonna watch it right before the Met game starts.
Well, the Spider-Man trailer kind of, I'm not trying to ruin it, but it's like it kind of suggests that maybe Cap didn't succeed correctly. I'll just put it that way.
Oh, even better.
That's
So
interesting.
I kind of like. I mean, that kind of makes the whole. He went and lived his life. He had his did what he finally wanted to do. He got what he wanted to do. But guess what, Cap? He didn't exactly do it 100% correctly, and that's going to lead into the next phase.
I like
That guy makes the greatest speeches.
He's really good at that.
Yeah,
He's
who was
really
it
good at
that
it.
said that? Rocket? He's like,
Rocket.
he's
Rocket.
really good at that.
He is. All his speeches are
I like
great.
it.
He's the perfect Captain America. It's a shame he's leaving.
That is America's ass. That was great.
Cap versus Cap.
Yep.
Cap versus Cap.
He
That
goes,
was pretty
oh,
good.
I could do this all day. He's like, yeah, I know.
All
Great movie.
right, Timmy. We're gonna get rolling here. We're gonna get ready to shut it down for the
You
East.
got
Shut
it.
her down.
I was going to call you as Michael and singing the Let's Go Mets song. So, but I decided against it.
That would have been great, Timmy.
Thank you.
So I tell you what, they get better and better. I'll do it for you. But I remember some of the words from '86.
All right, perfect. All right, take it easy, buddy.
All right,
You got it, fellas. Take care.
Later, bro.
All right. Any closing thoughts for you guys on Game of Thrones last night?
No,
Can't wait for the fight.
nothing more than I already said.
Can't wait for the fight.
I gave my full prediction. You guys don't want to give you full prediction?
Two
2
more.
episodes left. What?
No, I don't.
I can't predict
You don't have
anything. I honestly have no
Ask
idea
you a
who's
question.
going to win.
You
I honestly have no
don't
idea.
speak to me that
You
way.
can just say no.
No.
I did.
There you go.
It's okay to say no sometimes, isn't it?
You don't have to get upset.
Not upset.
You are.
You have no arm hair.
What do you mean?
You're like a girl.
I do have. Just not as much as you.
That's true. I'll stay warm.
All right. But you're in Florida. Huh? You're in Florida.
I don't sweat.
Don't sweat. Don't sweat. The swall sings.
I know what you were trying to say.
All right.
Wow.
So that'll do it for us here on Facebook. We're gonna go over and just close out the show
Bye,
over on
Facebookians.
all the
Bye, Facebookians.
audio stuff. But again, we have been the Put in the Book show. This was season number 2, episode 17.
Welcome, Robert Jacobs, but we're leaving.
Yes.
You can go back
thank
and
you for
watch
joining.
replay.
We got about 20 minutes till the start of the show, so let's go Mets tonight. I know for the East
Let's
Coast it's going to be a
go
difficult one,
Mets.
especially. I don't know about you. I couldn't really sleep last night after the Game of Thrones episode. Like I
No.
still get into that, and then
I was working till 4.
oof, this is gonna be a rough. You're not gonna last.
Oh, I'm barely lasting right now.
No, no, guys. Last week I said
I'm
I
not
will
really
be
awake.
on
I'm
the
asleep.
chat,
What?
and I better see you guys supporting.
I'll
being
be
there for
supporting.
me
I'll be there.
until the final out of the game.
Are you what?
Yeah, okay.
Are you
I'll be
staying up?
sleeping.
Neither one of you.
I got to get up 4:40 in the morning.
Oh, wow! So you become a Padres fan because you got to wake up at 4:00 in the morning.
Oh
now
my God.
I'm a Padres fan now.
Yeah,
It's okay.
you're not gonna root for the Mets.
He's so mad. It's all right, Stevie.
If you promise not to ding, 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 ding constantly, I'll watch the game.
because if I don't ding ding, you'll fall asleep.
No, like every 10 minutes. Let me watch a pitch before you say something ridiculous.
I don't ever say anything ridiculous.
I mean, Keith.
I don't ever say anything ridiculous.
On that note, again, we're brought to you by CineSportsTalk.com as well as 27-ounce baseball, where baseball is always on. Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters.com.
BWC.
.com.
To get your buy
20.
2, get 1 free coffee. You can try out 3 different flavors with this one, or 6 if
Yep.
you do buy 4, get 2 free.
Mm-hmm.
That is the
Or 9 if you buy 6 and get 3 free.
I
Oh,
like where your head's at.
oh yeah.
What's the promo code for that?
Pete 20, capital P, ETE, all capitals, and capital 2, capital 0.
Yes, sir.
Next
All right.
week, it'll be available.
Yes. So for this series, 2 out of 3 for the Padres, 2 out of 3 for the Padres, 2 out of 3 for the Padres, unless Thor doesn't pitch, in which case we get swept and lose 6 straight games. How's that for some positivity? All right,
And
we're out.
suppositories.
Later, guys. Until next, it'll be Monday. Next Monday.
Next Monday.
Don't worry, guys. We'll be back.
We'll
next
have a
Monday.
producer on the show.
We hope.
We hope.
We think.
We think.
We're not sure.
We don't know.
Yeah? You?
We have no idea.
All right, later, Facebook. Talk to you guys and see you guys next week.
Ciao.
Ciao, he says.